Arm is not.
Let me just get the microphone very close. Wait. Now I'm set. Ready to go.
You were moved.
Hey McMillan, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing good, Senior Chief. How you doing?
Doing well, thanks.
Let me check the sound. The microphone is working. Desktop audio is working good. Nice. Let's kick this off. Here we go. Where's TeamSpeak? Let's see this over. Okay.
Diaz was starting up, correct?
Yeah, he's loading in into the server.
Okay.
How you doing, Tacho? You all good?
Oh yeah, I'm enjoying some pizza rolls.
Oh, nice.
About all I had time to make before I showed up for this thing.
What? You made it or you bought it?
Oh, excuse me. Well, I had time to microwave before I came to this thing.
I'm gonna be making grilled cheese after we're done here.
Oh, that sounds good.
Do they sell frozen pizza in America?
Yes.
Are they also cost like 50 cents?
50 cents? No.
It's like 50 cents in Australia, but only cheese.
What?
Yeah. You can get one with
like a frozen
pepperoni.
cheese pizza for us is like $5.
Okay, but it probably is it big?
It's pretty big, yeah. It's like a medium large. It's like a large size pizza.
Oh no, this one is like I don't know. How can I put it? You know when you break down 2 eggs?
Yeah.
3 eggs,
size?
maybe. That's small.
Okay. Yeah, no, the ones in America, you could like have a couple friends over.
Oh no, this one like if you would eat it, you'll need to if you're hungry.
Now, if I wanted to make something, I'd put together some salmon, saffron rice, and broccoli. Well, that's one of my favorites. And I ain't got nobody to contest with because I'm single.
Oh.
I can make whatever I want.
Right.
So your favorite food ends up on the menu every night.
You know what America is missing from a fast food aspect? Kebab. Turkish kebab.
Oh.
That does not exist in America, I believe. Maybe in a few states.
Yeah, it's not. It's rare.
In Vienna, like every kilometer you go, there's a kebab shop.
I think back when I was in South Carolina, there was one in downtown where I lived. Or sorry, not where I lived, but where I worked.
It's usually made by Turkish or Middle Eastern.
Mm-hmm. They also had euros.
Let me know when he gets on. I'm tapped out working on something.
Alright, so. Wait, let me write it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, he's there.
Cool. Well, I hope he's not in the middle of a conversation because he's about to get abducted.
User was moved to your channel.
User was moved to your channel. Alright, switch to no. Good. Okay. Now it's fixed. There you go. $50 push-up, DS. It took too long to wake up.
50. No, it's my PC crashed, like my computer. I'm having frame issues. I need to check my settings. If you can give me 1 second.
Yep.
Right.
If anyone else has anything they need to do, now's your chance.
Who is Iron Horseman?
That's Senior Chief Admin on Steam.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Being a nickname.
I'm the easiest one to find on Steam.
Yeah,
Oh my
I've
God.
seen yours.
I figured out why it was so slow and crashing. My PC wasn't charging and my settings were set to echo.
I'll do
You
it.
got a Mac ban?
Yeah. That was from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I got pissed.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was mad because I was 1 kill away from the nuke. And I started to host a lobby and start banning people who nuked you.
Oh no.
Okay, you good to go, Diaz?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Okay. Everyone else all set?
All set,
All
Senior
set.
Chief.
Fantastic. Let's get going then.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Basic Underwater Demolition / SEAL Training, Phase 3. Phase 3 is land warfare. This phase is relatively dangerous to you as a candidate. You'll be instructed on the use of explosives, which can and will injure or kill you if handled improperly. You will be maneuvering with live weapons on tactical ranges, which again, can and will injure or kill you if handled improperly. Attention to detail is critical here. A safety violation will see you removed from the class and failing. If you blow us all up on the explosive range, you're not going to pass Phase 3.
Oh god.
Think you can't manage to devote proper attention to detail or safety? Again, quit now. Team doesn't need weak links in this regard. Go ahead and mount up. I'm going to head over to the rifle range.
Roger.
Roger.
Dismount.
Dismount.
Okay, stand by 1 moment. Check something here. Okay. Are the rifle range lights not working for everyone, or is that on my end?
No, I can't see anything.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, stand by. Should be lights. Changed something on the server recently, so.
Funny light now.
Oh, now I can see the last target. Very clear. Like this lighting is perfect.
This is even better.
No, that's worse. No.
There we go. Okay. Okay. As before, you'll be undergoing a scored rifle qualification. Same course of fire as the other ones. Difference being that this is obviously a night rifle qualification. There should be just
And
enough
Greg
light
915,
for you to
thanks
see
for
all
the
5
follow, man.
targets in
Appreciate it.
light condition. Any questions regarding
Hey man, how's it going?
course of fire?
Thanks for showing up.
Concept here.
Same course of fire as before.
Yep, front to back, left to right, skip ones you missed, 20 rounds self-counted each position.
Roger.
I'm the home medical
Any other
crim.
questions?
I have no
No,
idea,
no,
man.
Senior
I
Chief.
can't remember. No, Senior Chief.
All right, McMillan, you're up first.
Roger. Sorry, I might have to focus on the shooting a bit. Oh, now okay, now I know you. But it's weird, the notification did not work. Something's wrong, I need to check that. There should be a notification when someone is following. Yeah, there should be a notification. Senior Chief, I'm ready.
Okay, you have exactly 2 magazines for the weapon.
Yes, Chief.
Okay, you're gonna do the function test first. Place the weapon on safe. With the weapon on safe, attempt to operate the weapon.
Weapon on safety. Can't fire.
Okay, assume the prone position. Take the weapon off of safe.
Weapon off safety.
Okay, 20 rounds, self-counted, prone. Shooter ready?
Shooter ready.
Engage.
That's 10. 10 more. That's 1. That's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 20 done. Chief admin.
Okay, assume the crouching position.
Ready.
Okay, 20 rounds, self-counted, crouching. Shooter ready?
Shooter ready.
Engage.
I guess I'm out of ammo. Let me reload. Crouching position, 20 rounds, done.
Okay, assume the standing position. 20 rounds, self-counted, standing. Shooter ready?
Shooter ready.
Engage.
I believe I did not repack my magazine earlier. That's right.
Yeah, it's fine. You just reloaded.
Fuck, I can't see that final target very well. Okay, 15 more. That's... Uh, 10 more. God, that final target, I can't see it. Done.
Roger. Return the weapon in the box and the next candidate.
Merge. Next, you up.
Roger.
Man, that last target, I cannot see it. I don't know if I hit it or not.
Hit it a few times.
I can't see it. Oh,
Yeah, it's a tiny little guy.
yeah.
Can it be us?
Okay, you've got the weapon in exactly 2 magazines.
Hey, farm.
Okay, we'll take the weapon off the back, place the weapon on safe, we're going to conduct a function test. With the weapon on safe, attempt to fire.
Test it.
Okay, it's in the prone position, take the weapon off safe. "20 rounds, self-counted, prone, shooter ready."
Ready.
Engage.
Trying to fix the notification. Why did the notification did not work? Let me try to reload it. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I need to fix it. Notification is not working.
20.
Okay, so you crouching position. 20 rounds, self-counted, crouching, shooter ready.
Needs to fix that notification.
Ready, chief.
Engage.
Twenty, chief.
Okay, assume the standing position. 20 rounds, self-counted, standing, shooter ready.
Negative. I need to repack.
Okay, go for it.
Roger. Right. Ready, Chief.
Okay. Engage.
Twenty, Chief.
Okay. Return the rifle to the box and the next cannon.
Roger. Gotcha.
Roger.
Jeez, that was hard. Macmillan. Could you see that last one?
No. I was not able to see the.
couldn't see.
Me too.
Only
Yeah.
one, like I could see it when I was proning, crouching, but when I was
Yeah.
standing
When you
up,
stand,
I
yeah.
couldn't.
When you don't. Exactly. When you stand, you don't see it.
I couldn't see it. I think I missed like 3 times, if not more, on standing up.
To be honest, I don't know if I shot it or not. Wait, am I on yelling?
Jeez, I couldn't see it. Oh, yeah, just put it on the stream.
Fuck, I was on yelling, man.
Okay. You've got
Reloading?
rifle and exactly 2 magazines.
I have rifle and 2 magazines.
Okay. Gonna do a function test first. Load the weapon, place it on safe.
Weapons on safe.
Okay. Attempt to fire the weapon with it on safe.
Negative on firing.
Okay. Kick the weapon off safe.
But yeah, once you stand and you don't see anything.
Again.
And
Yeah,
20
like-
rounds self-counted prone. Shooter ready?
I messed up the reloading.
Engage.
You know, I did not repack the magazine. I just continued shooting. Kept shooting.
So what happened? You had to change mid thing?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Can you actually see the target from here? Oh yeah, you can.
I can. I just don't know what it's shooting at.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, now I see. Oh, good. Okay, what the form one? Yeah, it's good one. And the last one I can't see. Oh, I can't see.
Come here, come
I
here.
missed. Put yourself on whisper.
Yeah, I'm on whisper. Man, my freaking notification on my stream is not working.
Oh.
You know when someone follows and
Good
shit.
hit,
3
good
rounds
hit.
complete.
That was a good hit.
Okay. Assume crouching position.
Reloading.
Roger. 20 rounds self-counted crouching. Shooter ready?
Always ready.
Engage.
Like it. I like it.
Oh, nice.
That was a good one, yeah.
Last one now.
And the real deal is the last.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh.
nice one.
He took his time though.
Yeah. You can take your time. There's no time on this.
Oh, he missed the third target.
No, he didn't. You just hit it.
No, sorry, he missed it. The second one, sorry, not the third. Second target.
Oh, he just hit the 5th one. Good one. Nice.
Complete.
Okay. Assume the standing position.
Roger. Repacking.
Roger.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so tired
Repacking.
today.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
I'm just lazy, dude. Just lazy. I really didn't want to come. I had to, so.
Yeah.
I mean, you got my point. You don't have to, but
I know.
kind of need to. I was playing a game called Robocraft, free on Steam. Super fun.
Yeah, I don't like this
Reload.
game.
You know what it is?
We're gonna move to
Yeah, yeah. World of Warcraft.
5 appears to have suffered some
No,
kind
it's
of
not World of
malfunction.
Warcraft. Robocraft.
Roger.
Oh, then that's different one.
It's like a very basic game of building. You just build robots to fight. It's just like Minecraft, but I don't like Minecraft, but it's like Minecraft on steroids, kinda.
Do you play CS?
I do. I'm a silver 3. I haven't played in a while, but I think it's silver 3.
I'm Master Guiding 2.
What?
Yeah. I won 4 games in a row today.
That's where I was stuck in silver 1 for so long, dude.
Dude.
I couldn't get out of it. Dude, it's real. You know it's real, right?
Always ready.
The what it say about silver 1, it's real.
Well, I don't know, but I mean, me, Master Guardian, I can get 20 to 30 frags per game.
What? Well, I in a good game I can get like, you know, a couple kills, like more kills than deaths, that's for sure. So KD ratio pretty good.
Maybe I can boost you.
Yeah, that would be good. Cause dude, I was stuck in silver 2 for so long, dude. It's true what they say about like once you hit silver 1, you're fucked, dude. You're gonna stay there for a long ass time. That's what happened.
No, I started playing CS back again. Like the highest I've been in CS:GO is Distinguished Master Guardian (DMG). Then I stopped playing for
Nice.
2 years, and then I'm back here again. It's been 2 months I've been playing this game again, and I started Silver 3 and I went up to Master Guardian 2.
Jeez, I think it's because of my helo. My helo must be broken or something.
No,
Because
no,
I
no,
lost
no.
and win so many times that it gets me stuck in silver 1.
No, you need to win and beat those ranks who
eyes.
are higher than you.
My eyes hurt.
Mount up.
Roger.
Dismount.
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 Well,
Okay, in the bin labeled equipment to the left of the uniforms bin. Go in there, secure yourself a long-range radio.
Roger. Roger.
Roger.
Okay. You will likely only access a radio in a vehicle or in a catastrophic situation where you're the only operator conscious to access a radio. However, for both of these, you need to know how to use them. So this will provide you a basic introduction to
I love
radio
comms,
programming.
man. Being comms guys, it's the best.
First thing we're going to do is access the radio's controls. The default keybind for this is Alt-P. Go ahead and do that now.
Alt P for
Roger.
long range radio.
Okay. You can then set the frequency by clicking and dragging to highlight on the current frequency, deleting it, and typing in a new frequency on your keyboard. Unit primary frequency is 44.4. Change the frequency to 44.4 and then hit the freak button in the top right corner of the radio keypad. It'll, when you mouse over, it'll tell you that that key is set frequency.
Roger.
Sorry, can you repeat the frequency setting button?
It's the top right corner. If you mouse over it, it'll say set frequency. If you mouse over any of the buttons on the radio, it will tell you what they do.
Working on multiple channels is like, that was really nice.
Everyone have their radio programmed to 44.4.
Yes, Senior Chief.
Yes, Senior Chief.
Yes, Senior Chief.
Okay, fantastic. Radio should also be kept on speaker mode at all times. Obviously, you can see that these are the field telephone version you've got on your left shoulder there. There's no headphones included with this model of
Speakers.
radio. To put on speaker, you'll click the load 0 button, bottom middle. It'll show you speakers when you
Well,
mouse over it.
Roger, set speaker.
Once you've got that done, go ahead and spread out from each other and from me about maybe 20 to 30 meters between each of you. And I'm going to verify that you've all got your radios set correctly.
Roger.
Roger.
Once you're in place, you can stay there. I'm going to be walking up to each of you. Okay, you're good. And you're good. And you're good. Okay, everyone back in line.
American line.
Okay, good job. Everyone can program their radio. Fantastic. Next thing we're going to do is going to cover the proper conduction of a radio check and 4 basic pro words. Pro words are going to help you talk on the radio with people.
Yeah.
Make sure that everyone's on the same page. First pro word we're going to cover is "this is." "This is" used to identify who
Hey
the
you,
calling
this is
speaker
me.
is. And so, for example, if I were to say at any point in some radio transmission, "This is Spectre," I'm identifying myself. "Roger" is the second pro word we're going to cover. It's used to signify that the receiving station, so the person who's being called, has received and understood a transmission and, where appropriate, intends to comply.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm given some kind of information by someone else on the radio and I want to acknowledge that I've received and understood that information, the pro word I'm going to use there is "Roger."
Roger
Third
basically means I heard
pro
you.
word is "over." Over is used to signify the end of a transmission and that a response is expected. Generally, you'll be using over at the end of transmissions. Fourth pro word is out. Out is used to signify the end of a transmission and that no response is expected. If you are not the first calling station, so if you're not the one initiating that radio conversation, you'll almost never be utilizing out. Out's done to signify that the conversation's over. You've left nothing ambiguous. They've left nothing ambiguous. Yeah, everything's done at that out point. Any questions on the pro words?
No, Senior Chief.
No, Senior Chief.
No, Senior Chief.
Okay, so bearing these pro words in mind, proper radio check procedure is as follows, and we're going to go through this in the abstract and then the concrete. And so the abstract is going to be, this is whatever the calling station's call sign is, radio check, over. The receiving station will respond, calling station, this is receiving station, roger, over. And then the initial calling station will respond, receiving station, this is calling station, roger, out. What that's going to look like in the concrete in practice, if I'm doing a radio check and say Captain Vandal's answering me, it's going to go in the form of, this is Spectre, radio check, over. Spectre, this is Vulture, roger, over, back from him. And Vulture, this is Spectre, roger, out. Any questions on that?
No, Chief.
No, Chief.
Okay.
That was. This is radio check, over. This is Roger, over, and then the receiving the first station and then out.
Yep. So the last line is whoever's, you're going to acknowledge that the receiving station that you heard them, so it's going to be receiving station, this is you, roger, out. And so that last line, if I was talking to Captain Vandal, it would be Vulture, this is Spectre, roger, out.
Ooh, Roger.
So that last line is basically to acknowledge that you can not only transmit, but you can hear incoming transmission. And so the radio's checked both ways. You know that you can transmit as well as receive.
Roger, no more questions.
And the station you're checking with knows that you can transmit and receive. Okay, I'm pretty sure you all have temporary team call signs, so I don't have to assign anyone one. What we're going to do is, one at a time, you're going to conduct a radio check as the calling station. So you'll be initiating the radio check, and I'll be answering you. If there's any kind of feedback or whatever, if you've got, for example, your sound piped through speakers instead of headphones on your end, you may want to step away so you don't get some kind of feedback from the speakers. Any questions?
Not Senior
How
Chief.
do we
Yes,
activate our
Senior Chief.
radio?
Control caps lock.
I am an idiot. I just glossed right over that piece of the module. Okay. The default push-to-talk button for long-range radios is Control plus caps lock. I recommend rebinding this. You can go into your add-on configurations, and under TFR you can rebind it. I recommend rebinding it to caps lock and binding Control caps lock to the short-range radio, because you'll almost never be using one of those. And then you go
I have a question,
under
Senior
Task Force Radio.
Go ahead.
So where did you say it was under task force?
Okay, I'll walk you guys through that now. Go to Configure. Go to Controls. Once you're in controls, it'll bring up your keybinds on the bottom right. There's a button for configure add-ons. Click on that. Go to the drop down at the top. All the way at the bottom is Task Force Radio. Everyone see that?
Yeah, firm.
Okay. Scroll down near the bottom. That's fifth from the bottom. There is a keybind for LR transmit. That is the long-range transmission button. So you can rebind that and then hit OK. And you can rebind the SW transmit, which is the short-range transmit, if you want to. You probably don't really need to. And again, I'd advise binding LR transmit to just caps lock. It means that if you're driving, for example, the default brake, like auto brake keybind or hand brake keybind is control. So if you're control caps locking, you're going to be hand braking while driving, which is kind of a pain in the ass. You're also unable to sprint if you're holding control caps lock by default. So that's also a pain in the ass. Everyone that wanted to have that rebound, have it rebound. Everyone good to go?
Roger.
Roger, good to go.
Yes, shoot.
Okay, fantastic. Thatcher, you're gonna go first on the radio check.
Roger. Starting off.
This is Marge. Radio check, over.
Marge, this is Spectre. Roger, over.
Spectre, this is Marge. Roger, out.
Okay, good job. Diaz, you're up.
This is Pepper. Radio check, over.
Pepper, this is Spectre. Roger, over.
Spectre, this is Pepper. Roger, out.
Okay, McMillan.
Spectre, this is Soap, requesting video check, over.
Soap, this is Spectre. Roger, over.
Roger that, Spectre. Out.
The requesting in the first line is redundant. You're already asking for a radio check. And in the last line, it's Spectre, this is Soap, Roger, out. Try again.
Okay. From the beginning or just the end?
From the beginning.
Spectre, this is Soap, requesting video check, over.
Back to one. Just identify yourself. You're not going to potentially know who the receiving station is all the time. Obviously, it's me right now. It's going to be, this is Soap, radio check, over. I'm going to reply to you, and then you're going to come back with, Spectre, this is Soap, because I've replied to you. Roger, out. Any questions?
No, senior. All good.
Okay. Run it.
Spectre, this is Soap, over. Spectre, this is Soap, over.
Is that the radio check format we discussed just now when I asked you if you had questions?
I apologize. Spectre, this is Soap, over. Fuck. My head is...
Again, that's going to be, this is Soap, radio check, over, for that opening line. So, you don't know who's potentially going to be answering. You're going to be identifying yourself. You're going to be identifying the function of the transmission. It's a radio check. And then you're going to be ending the transmission with a pro word, over. So, this is Soap, radio check,
Spectre, this is Soap. Radio check, over.
Soap, this is Spectre. Roger, over.
Roger, this is Soap. Out.
Last line is Spectre. This is Soap. Roger, out. At the start of the conversation, you're just conducting a radio check. You know, obviously, again, I'm answering you right now, but it may not be me answering you. You know, so you're just gonna. This is identify yourself. Radio check, over. I'm gonna reply to you, and then once I've replied, you know who you're talking to. So that's the Spectre. This is Soap time. Make sense?
Okay, alright.
One more time.
Spectre, this is Soap. Radio check, over.
This is Spectre. Roger, over.
Spectre, this is Soap. Roger, out.
Okay. Come back in, return your radio packs to the box you got them out of, and then meet me over by the motor pool outside the stuff.
Roger.
Roger. Oh, shit.
Do you guys know where I got?
Oh man, you make me laugh so much when you watch this.
Do you know why I got it wrong? Because
Yeah, you kept
Like 5
telling him.
times.
no, because I'm used to a different type of radio check.
Oh, dude, that was,
I'll
I was
tell you about it.
crying. Jesus.
Okay. Most of the vehicles we use, whether if they have radios, will have long-range radios. It's the exact same interface. Knowing how to program vehicle radios is obviously necessary for convoying. We all did convoying this Friday, or this past Friday. So everyone was able to at least get a sneak peek of how, that's necessary. What we're going to do is you're all going to mount up in the driver's seat of one of these Humvees to my direct right, the covered ones. And then when I stand in front of you, you're going to program the radio, you're going to conduct a radio check with me when I'm standing in front of you. Any questions?
No, Chief.
No, it's usually.
Is the programming going to be different, or is it the same as the other radio?
The same as the other one.
Roger.
444. And make sure you put it on speaker, or you will definitely not be able to hear it in the vehicles.
Roger.
Roger.
If you're on headphone in a vehicle, it just won't give you any noise. Okay, execute.
This is Pepper. Ready to check, over.
Pepper, this is Spectre. Roger, over.
Spectre, this is Pepper. Roger, out.
Okay, good job.
This is Soap. Radio check, over.
Soap, this is Spectre. Roger, over.
Spectre, this is Soap. Roger, out.
Okay, good job.
This is Marge. Radio check, over.
Marge, this is Spectre. Roger, over.
This is Marge. Spectre. Excuse me. Spectre, this is Marge. Roger, out.
Okay, everyone's all good. Dismount. Okay. Any questions on the basic radio stuff?
Negative.
No, Senior Chief.
No, Chief.
Okay. If you are in a situation where you're using a radio, make sure you're remembering all those basics of communication from way back in Phase 1 2 weeks ago. The ABCs are especially important on the radio. We want to keep things brief, clear, and accurate. Okay. Follow me.
Roger.
Roger. Out.
Okay. Before you mount up, go in the inventory and grab yourself an Alice pack.
Roger.
Roger.
Oh. So we come in the demolition course, which is here.
Dismount.
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 Okay. This is the explosives range. What you guys are going to do is you're going to go ahead and go in the boxes to your right. They both got the same contents. Secure yourself a M112 demolition block, an M183 demolition assembly, an M15 anti-tank mine, an M18 claymore, a firing device, and a defusal kit. Execute.
Roger.
Demolition charge assembly, demolition block, claymore, and anti-tank mine, diffuser kit, and firing device. Correct?
Wait, why can I not see anything? There we go.
Senior Chief, is it? Did you say also chip mine, mine, or wire mine?
Did I say tripwire mine?
I don't
No,
think-
he did not.
Negative,
Okay.
negative.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird. One of these boxes is not there or empty or something. I'll make a note of that. Everyone got that?
Roger.
Yep.
Okay. If you got it all, follow me. You're fine. You can stand in front of me. Nothing's gonna blow up on you.
Roger.
Okay. You guys on the ends, go ahead and space yourselves out a couple meters to the side. On each side, don't need to go all the way to the walls. Just, yep, there you go. Okay. Yeah, in the middle, you could just stand there. You're fine. Okay, turn around, face the wall that I'm looking at. Walk towards that wall until you're about 2 meters away from it.
That's like 1 meter.
Okay. First, I'm going to go through how you're going to interact with explosives, and then we're going to go into some more detailed things on each of the explosive devices you have. Don't place anything unless you're specifically ordered to do so.
Roger.
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 Okay. Most explosives will work in a similar manner, either ones that you place, or if you encounter an enemy explosive device on mission, you should be able to interact with it in much the same way. All the explosives you're going to be dealing with are placed and interacted with via ACE, not Arma, most of the time. When placing an explosive device, you'll do so via ACE. You'll self-interact, you'll navigate to the explosives menu, you'll select a device, you'll place the device. Once the device is placed, it's an ACE object independent of you, so you'll have to interact with it instead of self-interacting, and you can then arm it. You can set it to either a timer or to your firing device. You'll be setting all of the devices you'll be placing today to your firing device. Once a device is placed, or if a device is found on mission, you'll assume that it's armed once you've armed it, or if you find some kind of enemy, explosive device on mission, tripwire mine, etc. You can approach it with caution in a crouching or prone position. Identify any tripwires or pressure plate triggers, and you can then interact with the device via ACE to disarm it. And again, that's an independent ACE object. You're not going to be self-interacting. Once the device is disarmed, it will stop being an ACE object. So you'll need to use Arma interaction to pick it up. The first option on Arma interaction, when you're looking at an explosive device that's an Arma object, is activate mine or activate device. It'll show you a check mark in the center of your screen. Do not use that option, or you may blow yourself up immediately. Instead, you can either go to inventory, or you can scroll to the option that's pick up, mine, device, whatever. Any questions on that?
Can you?
Yes, Chief.
Okay, go ahead, DS.
You said we could disarm it via ACE interaction. Do we need the defusal kit, or we don't need the defusal kit?
You do need the defusal kit.
Right. Senior Chief, I didn't brought my defusal kit.
Okay, we'll get it in a minute. McMillan, did you have a question?
Yeah, Chief.
Go.
The last part can you repeat the last part you talked about? You said do not pick up the mine with the Arma inventory or Arma interaction because it's gonna blow itself up.
Okay. When Arma interacting, you need to be careful because one of the options is to activate the device. So you're going to need to pick it up with Arma interaction, so you'll need to either use the inventory or select the pickup option. If you select the activate option, you can potentially blow yourself up. So just be careful when you're doing that. And the first option, the one automatically selected, is going to be activate mine.
Much.
So be careful with that. Thatcher, go.
Yes, diffusal kits, just simple question. Diffusal kits, are they one-time use or multiple use?
Multiple use.
Roger.
Yep. And so you'll have one on you. It'll work as many times as you need it to.
Roger.
Okay, Diaz, go grab a diffusal kit. You're going to need it.
Roger.
Okay, so once you've picked up that disarmed device and it's in your inventory, you can interact with it via ACE again. So it stops being only an Arma object. You can then place it with the explosives menu in ACE again if you need to. So say you place a demo block and you arm it and you're later ordered to pick it up, disarm it, and take it with you again. Once you've taken it with you, you can then replace it in the exact same way. Make sense?
Roger.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. If you're ordered to detonate a charge, you'll respond Roger detonating, and then you'll announce fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, and the number of charges, then detonate it via the explosives menu in ACE. Any questions on that?
No, Chief.
Yes, Chief.
Go.
So you said 3 times fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, and what's afterwards? I didn't get it.
The number of charges. So if I've got, I've got one demo block somewhere, it's going to be fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, 1 charge, boom.
Roger.
If I've got, say like 20 charges set up, there's a point at which, you stop with the number and just go with many. So, but fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, 20 charges, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, many charges, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, 3 charges, and after the charge number, boom. Any other questions on that?
No, Senior Chief.
Okay. The defusal kit, obviously, as we covered, allows you to diffuse devices. It's got an unlimited number of uses. It's basically a multi-tool type thing. You guys all have an older version of the firing device that we're going to be using on mission. The one you're going to be using on mission is the M152 firing device. It's a remote activation munition system that replaced earlier wire-based clackers with a radio-based trigger. Think of it as a garage door opener that makes things go boom. The M152 has an effective range of approximately 2 kilometers, varying with weather and terrain. It can effectively track and detonate approximately 20 devices for individual command detonation, and more for simultaneous detonation. It can also be used to set an electronic timer or a conventional fuse, in addition to its command detonation capabilities. Any questions on the firing device?
No, Senior Chief.
No, Senior Chief.
Okay. Next, we're going to move into explosives. First one we're going to discuss is the M112 demolition block. M112 consists of 1¼ pounds of C4 pressed into a rectangular block. It is water resistant, impact insensitive, so if you whack it against something, it's not going to blow up. And it's triggered by a blasting cap. The M112 has a kill radius of 10 meters. If you're inside 10 meters, it's going to turn you into sausage. And a casualty radius of 25 meters. If you're inside 25 meters, you're going to get hurt. You can get hurt from farther away, obviously, if you take shrapnel. What we're going to do is you're going to place, arm, disarm, and safely pick up back to your inventory the M112. Any questions on that?
No, Chief.
No, Senior Chief.
No, Chief.
Okay, execute.
Roger.
Senior Chief. One moment. Someone knock on my door. Can I just go see what it is? Thanks.
Go.
Should we wait for him?
No, go ahead. Place the thing.
Is there a way to lower this, or do I just place and let it drop?
It will drop to the ground.
Roger.
Okay, if you look to the other person, you can see that, as with the grenades, once you've released it from, the being held in front of you ace object type thing,
Roger.
everyone can see that now. So you should be able to see the other person's charge.
Roger.
I'm back,
Yeah.
Senior Chief.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and place, arm, disarm, and pick back up the demolition block. To arm it, you're probably going to have to crouch down. You'll interact with the charge. You'll see that once you've set it to your firing device, you'll get a small blasting cap housing on top of the charge.
Roger.
If you ace interact with it again, you should be able to see a diffuse option, which will allow
Roger.
you to defuse the charge.
Do we need to wait for the process, or just run through it, Senior Chief?
Just run through it.
Roger.
I'm watching all of you. So,
Oh no.
did you activate mine?
I did. 40 seconds.
Okay. Clear the range.
Roger.
Roger.
I got my demolition block with me, so no worries.
Oh, I didn't. Mine's still there.
Do you have the option, if you Arma interact again, to detonate that early?
No, I do not. It set timer. I diffused it, and then it had a check mark. I couldn't pick it up. I thought that the check mark was to pick it up, and when I clicked on it, it activated the timer 40 seconds by default.
That's
It,
long.
it just said set timer, and a charge showed up on the top of it.
Okay.
Past 40 seconds. Don't think it's gonna blow up.
Gonna give it a bit longer. I'll go investigate. So that's why you're going to need to be careful when you're picking charges back up after defusing them. Because if you select the wrong option, suddenly you've got a possibly live charge in there.
What it wasn't giving me an option to actually pick it up when I re-interacted with it. I was using the normal interaction, not self-interact. What was I doing wrong? Did I need to back away first, or?
You're not going to have the option in Ace interaction to pick it up. You have to use the scroll wheel in Arma. So so scroll through.
Oh, okay. So I think the default was probably to just reactivate it again.
Yep, the default option there is activate charge. Okay, I'm gonna go take a look at it. I'll be right back.
That's what he meant
Maybe
by
it was
that.
a false alarm. Maybe
I
looked at
I
this?
think so. The little clock did show up on top of it. That's why I
Imagine,
got worried.
imagine if it blows up now.
Yeah,
No, I'm
That
not
was
trying to
so
fail
bad.
this course. I'm not trying to.
No, it's just like how casual that is as usual. I said my time. And this is just.
That's what it says.
Oh
It's
man, I
alright,
can't
timer,
imagine
50 seconds.
if he goes to defuse it and then
Oh, I
it
see on the screen.
blows up on him. Oh.
Patrick, come here.
Roger.
It was kind of funny, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Since
was
it's
like,
your charge, it's an
evacuate.
Arma object, I can't interact with it. So you are
Roger.
going,
I see.
you're
Oh,
going to need to
I still
close
see
up.
the set timer.
Okay.
Hey, at least we got out there live.
Do you have an option to pick up the charge if you're Arma interacting with it?
No, you know what would be funny?
So what do you have? What do you have
I
on your
see set
inventory? Because I have a
timer, touch off
tripwire
one
as
ball.
well. An
If I press
anti-personnel
interact,
tripwire. Is that what we need?
Ace,
Okay.
Oh, we don't need
That's fine.
tripwire.
No, no, no.
Then, okay.
Firing device, diffuser kit, anti-tank mine, claymore, demolition charge assembly, demolition block.
When we're out here, do you still have the touch off one bomb option?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember the procedure for detonating a charge?
Yes, Sir Chief.
Okay. Blow that charge using the touch off one bomb option.
Roger. Detonating. Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole. One charge.
Okay. Diaz, you're gonna need to grab another charge because that one sympathetically detonated yours.
Roger.
Grab another demolition block. If you arm it with the Arma interaction, then no one else can fuck with it, which is, again, for us a major downside.
Roger.
So,
I'll,
back on the range, back where you were placed. Diaz, go ahead and place, arm, disarm, pick back up. Demolition block.
Yes, you're on whisper.
Oh, sorry. Armed.
Okay. Disarm it and pick it back up.
Oh man, I can't imagine. It's like, okay, let me go and check it out. Let me go check on this armor.
Okay.
And then it blows up on him. Oh my god, I'll die.
Next, we're going to cover the M18 tree demolition assembly. The M18 tree consists of 16 M112s in groups of 4, 4 priming assemblies consisting of det cord and an explosive booster, and a canvas carrying case, or satchel. This is why it's also known as a satchel charge. The M18 tree has a kill radius of 25 meters and a casualty radius of 60 meters. Due to the way explosions propagate, an M18 tree placed upon a flat surface and detonated is approximately 2.5 times as powerful as an M112, not 16 times. In confined spaces, the relative power is higher, allowing the M18 tree to be used for demolishing decently sized buildings. You're going to place, arm, disarm, and pick up the M18 tree without activating any mines. Execute.
Roger.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Sarge. Appreciate it, man. Sorry, the notification is not working today for some reason. I don't know why.
Again, you can see that once your fellow candidates have them placed, you're able to see the M18 tree.
Select the trigger. Firing a device.
Can we disarm?
And
Yep.
diffuse it?
Yep, you can just go
Man,
through the sequence.
I'm doing outstanding, man. Thank you so much. I'm doing
watching
good.
it all.
I hope you're doing well too.
I'm not seeing an option to diffuse it. I need to be closer, okay?
Yeah. If you aren't
Man,
seeing
I
it, you
actually
can
read your
charge.
description
Probably not
last
charge,
time.
which is
It's actually,
wonderful
man, it
feeling
was
with some anti-personnel
Okay,
buttons.
back to the
It's-
same
it's-
point.
it's-
They have
it's-
the check mark.
it's really
I'm
sad, man. It
not
broke my
really
heart.
liking
Like
that.
you are a veteran and you
So
had a
scroll up
problem,
or
like
down, and you should
because
see
of
some
war,
options
like you were
here.
disabled,
Take
and
it.
that's really
Okay,
sad, man.
There we go. Nice.
And I know I remember I've talked to you
Fantastic.
before.
Any questions on the M18?
You were in Baghdad, Iraq.
Negative. Thank you.
Negative, Senior Chief.
No, it's just finished.
Fantastic. Okay, next we've got the M15 anti-tank mine.
Sure, anybody would worry.
The M15
Oh.
is a pressure-activated mine containing approximately 25 pounds
But
of composition.
I have
fuse.
very high respect for you, sir.
Gas will mix of TNT and RDX used as filler for things like mines and artillery shells. The fuse is mechanically triggered at sufficient pressure. Sufficient pressure in this case, because it is an anti-vehicle mine, is between 400 and 750 pounds. Because none of us weigh between 400 and 750 pounds, walking or jumping on the mine will not cause activation.
Did
Your weight
you,
is
by
not
the way, did you
sufficient.
join the 506 or
The
you?
M15 will eliminate
just, like,
light and
until
medium
now,
vehicles and reliably generate mission kills on heavy armor.
Like
Go ahead and
not a member
place
of any
and
unit.
arm the M15. Once you've got it armed, you won't be able to see the other candidates, you'll only be able to see your own. This is because you're burying it and you know how you're burying it. It's a concealed anti-tank mine. Place and arm it. Do not disarm it.
Roger.
Oh. To arm it, pressure plate.
Yep. It's not
Set.
command detonated, it's independent. Okay.
Armed.
Now we're going to do a little confidence exercise with the pressure plate and just demonstrate that it will not go off no matter how hard you step on it. Clear enough?
Yep.
Roger.
Presume I'm jumping
Roger.
right on top of it.
Well, you cannot see it actually.
Yeah, I can't see it, but I know where you guys placed it.
I'm reserved in the 506.
And you guys should have, for your own mine, a little bit of the mine.
Oh,
slightly
okay, okay.
visible above ground. If you
Roger.
don't, it's just because of the way the ground is. Okay. Disarm and pick back up the M15.
Wait. What the, oh, there you go. Diffuse. So you just do front arms, like nothing official.
And once it's disarmed, you'll be able to see everyone's again. You've unburied the mine.
Roger. Disarmed.
Disarmed.
Okay, any questions on the anti-tank mines?
Negative, Senior Chief.
No, Senior Chief.
Fantastic. Last, we've got the M18.
Yeah, man, I'm no longer with the 506
M18
anymore. I
is a
had
slightly
some issues with
convex
them,
green
and I left
plastic
them.
case containing approximately 700 8-inch steel ball bearings overlaid on a layer of C4 with a metal backplate. When it's detonated, the charge propels the ball bearings in a fan-shaped pattern over a 60-degree arc in front of the mine. The M18 has a kill radius of 5 meters, a casualty radius of 15 meters, and a 30% casualty radius of 50 meters. So, you got a 30% chance of becoming a casualty within 50 meters of the front of an M18.
What were those distances again? 5 meters?
5, 15 for guaranteed
15
casualties,
meters.
and 30% casualty at 50 meters.
Right.
But yeah, man, thank you for showing
The
up. I
M18
really
can
appreciate
safely
it.
be detonated at a distance of approximately 10 to 15 meters behind the device without intervening cover, or within a meter of the operator if there's intervening cover such as a sandbag wall. The M18 is a command detonated mine, does not integrally contain a tripwire. Variants of tripwires exist, but are not in common usage with us at this time.
Yeah, that's true. They're more relaxed in the
Place
fun
and
arms.
arm the M18.
To be honest, sometimes they get
Then
really
back up
crazy
to the opposite
with
wall
the
and go
official
prone.
ops.
Roger.
Roger.
Make sure
Roger.
that the way it's facing is obviously towards the wall in front of you. If it falls over while you're placing it, don't worry about it. When you arm it, it will stand back up.
Wait, hold on. The thing that comes out from it. What do you say? What do you call it in English? Like a stand?
Do you have something projecting from yours?
You know, like when you place the claymore, you can rotate it. And what's the thing that comes out from it, like on the other side?
Is there something sticking out from it or something it's standing on?
No, it's sticking out from it. It looks like a stand.
Okay.
That's where it should be. Where I should like it should face me. Sorry.
It should be, like kind of bowed outward, facing away from you.
Okay, so the convex side is facing away, the concave side faces in towards you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're making a circle with them, you'd be in the middle of the circle.
Roger.
So basically like this.
That is the wrong way. So that is facing you.
Oh,
You want
okay.
to be
So
facing
I
the other way.
misunderstood.
Let's go over here.
It's all good.
Okay. Oh, spin it on. Yeah, man. They claymore.
Yeah, it's angled
Uh,
outward towards the enemy to project things in that fan-shaped pattern towards the enemy.
so like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and arm that.
Set. Armed.
Okay, back up to the opposite wall and assume the prone position. Okay, so we're gonna go
What?
left to right here. So we're gonna start with Thatcher. When I tell you to, you're gonna be
Have you actually
Excellent
worked with the
procedure.
claymore before?
Roger detonating,
Sergey,
refiring hole calls.
Sorry if
number of
I'm
charges, and then boom.
mispronouncing your
These
name.
will not sympathetically detonate. Any questions?
Not
No,
you,
Chief.
Chief.
Okay, Thatcher.
Roger. Detonating. Fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole. One charge.
McMillan.
Roger. Fire in the hole, detonating, one charge.
Roger detonating, then fire in the hole 3 times. Number of charges, boom. Diaz.
Oh, okay. Did I say it 2 times?
Roger.
Oh, you work with it.
Detonating. Fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole. One charge.
Okay. Any questions on the M18?
Yeah, this unit that I joined.
No, Chief.
So
Nothing, Chief.
this unit that I joined, no. Well, I've been actually like here for like 3 months, which is I really love it, man. These guys are awesome.
Explosives in general.
Negative, Senior Chief.
Never seen you.
Nothing, Chief.
Fantastic. Follow me back to the vehicle. Mount up.
Yeah, so this
Roger.
unit that I joined 3 months ago, SEAL Team 3 unit. No, it's a SEAL team, not Army Marines. It's a SEAL team, and it's based on the Cold War era. Yeah, on the Cold War era. But I mean, man, the guys here are really, really professional, and the CEO himself is really a nice guy. And actually, the training pipeline is 1 month,
So
1 month
phase
course.
4,
Like
looking
this
at
buds
for
is
that.
4 phases,
I don't personally schedule
and it takes 1 month to
Captain Campbell
finish.
does.
And it's a
Well,
hardcore
that
unit, you know.
It's going to be next Sunday, so same time next week. Is that still good for
Clacker.
everyone? Or
Some
make
call
that
it
time?
detonator, but Army calls it
Yes,
clacker.
Chief.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Probably.
Oh, your
Chief.
father was a SEAL.
But it's hard to confirm so early on.
So I'm
Just
assuming
making sure that there wasn't anything
he's in the
anyone had that
70s,
was, like,
80s era.
in that slot, or definitely wouldn't work for anyone.
Wow, you coming from a military family, man.
Senior Chief, for the record, I can also do any other time that day if it needs to be moved around to accommodate for anyone else.
1972.
Um,
Well,
After
and
we're
also I think that considered a Cold War era, I believe.
assuming that anyone's passed, I'll be talking to Captain Ben when getting that scheduled. So I'd say look for that to appear on the calendar in the next day or so.
Roger.
Oh, 37, okay. You know, last phase of this training was kind of hard for me because it was like it took 5 hours to finish, and it was like you do it or you fail. It was a land navigation where you get dropped midnight somewhere else in the water, and then you have to swim and you go across the map and you have to find points, and you have very limited time. Like, it's close to reality, and it was really, really fun. I failed once, then I had to go over it again. But once you fail, it's you have to repeat the whole process. It's just something I really love here, like, it's a challenge. I got dropped, like, I think here. Yeah, it was here. And then I had to go all over, like, to this point over here. And then failed again. Then I started from here all the way to here. And I had to find some MREs in the box. What are we doing now?
User joined your channel.
Fuck, lag. Oh my god.
Titans, Sparkers, something.
Airbase.
Titan, Spectre, send it. Over.
Oh, Cobb is in the server.
Okay. Go into the equipment bin containing load bearing equipment. Secure yourself a helmet. Then go into the weapons bin. Secure yourself an MP5A3 and 10 magazines.
MP5, A3, and 3
Roger.
Yep,
A helmet?
I did.
It's a helmet, MP5A3 and 10 mags.
And here now.
Where's the MP5A3?
I think on the weapon boxes.
Far right.
Where?
MP5A3 is in the far right.
Roger. Out.
Oh, there you go.
Obviously.
And 10 max?
Yes.
I don't care. You guys run this channel? That's starting.
Okay, that's one.
We'll probably be on
Two,
Does it say
three.
age interrogation mark?
around as long as
That's 9.
Because mine. Not mine. I think this is it.
So a helmet, an MB5, and 10 mag.
Yeah, H question mark. Yeah, there's the
Yeah, it's weird.
yeah. But it should have said H&K MP5A3. That's toward the
Yeah.
bottom. Yeah. And there's the SD5 and SD6. Don't touch those ones.
Yeah, HNK MP5A3.
Okay, you've all obviously got the helmets. You've all got the weapon and 10 magazines for the weapon.
Roger.
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 Okay, mount up.
Yeah, they are recruiting. Oh, fuck. They, yeah, this is,
Bye bye, boys. Have fun
Bye.
in the castle.
Something what?
If you mean like,
Building
if
a
the unit
castle.
is recruiting, until now, yes, they are. And
Titan Inspector, over.
if you mean the training, that's not a recruit training. Recruit training is separate. This is buds.
Titan Inspector.
It's 4
you'll be able to
phases.
reach me this net if you need anything else, over.
Recruit training is before buds. The first thing you do. Maybe you should join us. I think you'll love it here because we are hardcore here. No, no VR.
Okay, dismount.
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 User left your channel.
Oh, urban training. No.
Okay. You can take the weapons out, but make sure they're on safe for now.
The unit name SEAL Team 3.
This is MOUT.
I have the
Stands
link
for
in the description. If you go down the
Military
description, you'll
Operations
find the
Under
website.
This is all the cool ass CQB that you've all got in your mind. It's like, okay, we're going to be taking down targets and clearing buildings and being super high speed and cool. There's a decent number of pieces to this. We're just going to build up from the basic and then just move up from there. Any questions?
Negative senior chief.
Negative signature.
Okay. First thing we're going to cover is building interaction with ACE. think we may have touched on this briefly in an earlier module, but in addition to using Arma to do things like open doors, I can also configure ACE so that I can open and close doors. It can let you interact with buildings, especially doors at greater ranges than you might otherwise be able to, or off angles. I know the Arma interaction is kind of finicky. Also lets you interact with things like ladders. On some of the hangars, there's hangar door controls that are only interactable with via ACE. So being able to do that's pretty handy. What we're going to do is one at a time make sure you've all got that configured. So Diaz, go ahead and step up to the door to my right and try to open and close it with ACE interaction. Okay, McMillan.
Roger.
Okay, Thatcher.
Roger.
Okay, fantastic. Next thing we're gonna cover, we're gonna start moving into concepts. Next concept is the concept of the fatal funnel. While I'm talking about any of this stuff, if I'm moving around in such a way that you can't really see me, make sure that you're positioning yourselves so that you're getting the whole thing. You don't need to stand rigidly in a line for this. Make sure you're getting the information.
Roger.
The fatal funnel is a position in which an operator is maneuver limited, exposed without available cover, and vulnerable to enemy fire due to uncleared or threat areas. The most obvious example is a doorway while you're attempting entry to a room. I'm standing
Yeah,
in the threat
I remember.
zone,
You know, it was not
maneuver
3 weeks
limited.
ago.
I
No,
can't
it
go any
was.
direction I
It
want.
was
I'm only
last
moving
year.
back.
It was last year. We were
I'm
doing
exposed
urban
without
train
available
combat,
cover,
urban
and then I
train
have to leave the door
training with the 506.
to get
It
some
was
kind of
Havoc
And
1-3.
I'm vulnerable to enemy fire because inside the building there's uncleared or threat
That was
areas.
last year.
If I'm coming out of the building, there may be uncleared or threat areas. There's all these adjacent rooftops. There's the rooms inside. The
I know you because I remember
Does
we
that
were
make
like
sense?
you told me about your story in Iraq.
Roger, sure.
Okay. Other
Yeah.
examples include alleyways. Again, if I'm standing in the middle of this alley, it's the same concept. I can only really go forward.
That's
or
why
back.
I never forgot you, man.
There's no real cover in here. And there's these rooftops, there's the ends of the alley, there's all those possible threat areas. Empty streets without easy entry to buildings are also, fatal funnels. They're basically big alleys. And then the natural world, you've got gullies, canyons, or valleys without easily passable walls. After all, what is this alley but a small artificial canyon? You don't really have options.
That's definitely nice
Some way.
from you, man. Like you donate to people.
Last one I'm going to cover here, and there's more beyond this, is spaces in the center of rooms
What? Oh,
during clearance. If I'm standing in the center of the room
Yeah.
here, I don't really have good
mine
cover.
too.
I don't really have a ton of maneuver options. I can go to a wall, but if I take fire through one of these doors, I'm going to get struck pretty quickly. And then there may be, enemies or friendlies along the walls of the room that I'm exposing myself to either enemy or, quote, friendly, end quote, fire.
Does,
It isn't... Sorry, go ahead.
does Arma allow for shooting through doors?
Depends on the doorway. Most of them, yes.
Oh.
But CQB stands for close quarter battle
So-
or
Any door, and we'll get more into this
Something like
later,
this?
is a
close quarter battle, close quarter
danger
combat.
space,
Roger.
and should be assumed as such. It's not always possible to avoid fatal funnels. Obviously, we need to enter buildings somehow, but they should be avoided when possible, and appropriate care should be taken when maneuvering through one. You need that awareness of the surrounding environment and the enhanced danger. Any questions on fatal funnels? concept and practice.
No, Senior Chief.
No,
No,
Chief.
Senior Chief.
Okay, fantastic. Follow me. Okay. Next piece we're going to cover is basic movement in the map environment. As the team moves, as many possible threat areas as you can must be covered. Because of the imminency of threats in the urban environment, it's critical that you're ready to respond to any access immediately, as a team. Now, if we're moving through the woods, say, you may get, 100, 200 meters worth of run-up on an enemy contact. You're able to see them from pretty far away, right?
Roger.
Whereas here, there can be someone standing right behind this wall. You've got no idea they're here, and then they pop out and they've got you under fire. You can't see them from down there, but they can immediately take you under fire from a distance of about 15 meters without you having any prior notice. So that's why you've got to have that full coverage on a team basis. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Roger, Senior.
Roger, Chief.
Okay. If a threat presents itself in someone else's sector of coverage, make sure to maintain security in your assigned direction rather than turning to engage the threat. If one of you is covering the rear, and the threat presents itself to the front,
Message you like
let the
Arma.
people in the front deal with that threat. You need to trust your teammates that they'll get it handled.
You ask everyone who's in the stream, does he like Arma?
This is important because if you turn to engage the threat and everyone, turns to engage that threat, all of a sudden you're uncovered from the rear and you're getting shot in the back. Make sense?
Yes, Senior Chief.
Chief.
Yeah, Senior Chief.
Okay. So, how you're going to move then? You're going to move near walls, corners, and other pieces of cover.
Mm-hmm.
When you're coming to the edge of a piece of cover,
Also
you have to
close
take
as
care to
possible.
ensure that the area between your current piece of cover and the next piece of cover is clear. So it's the same concepts as all that individual movement stuff, covered in concealed routes, just in a different environment. So the stuff's cross-applicable. Make sure you've got the principles in mind during any kind of movement. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Roger.
Yeah, Roger, Senior Chief.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of practice maneuvering here. We're going to go real nice and slow. You can go ahead and set yourselves on walking. You guys, instinctively or, out of basic tactical awareness, set yourself up into something pretty good for this alleyway. When we got started here, so there were two of you on one wall and one of you on the other. And I am going to fill in as a fourth. Give me a second here.
Wait, do you mean this side or the front side?
Oh, just like when we were talking to him.
And there were two of you on one wall and one of you on another. Give me 1 second here.
No, it's alright, man.
I need this later anyway. Okay. Whoever's in front of me, go ahead and step forward a touch. Make sure you're even with the other team.
Roger.
Okay.
And weapons up?
Yep.
Roger.
Okay. So we've got 4 of us here. There's 2 guys in front, and there's 2 of us in the back here, obviously. Front's pretty well covered. What we need one of us to be covering the rear, and then one person can probably also cover the opposing rooftops. We're moving in this direction for, some kind of reason or whatnot, and that means we're probably expecting contact to be at the front. That's why we're going to have those 2 guns to the front without there being a huge issue. 1 gun to the rear. There's no perfect security. It's all about trade-offs. So obviously we're going to figure out what the trade-offs we're going to make are. Usually that's going to be more guns in the expected direction of contact. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Roger.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
So if we're gonna move with this,
You're so ugly you could be a modern art masterpiece.
we're just gonna move up slowly down the walls. Person covering rear is gonna keep covering
Oh
rear.
man.
He's actually gonna be
Thanks
walking
for the
backwards.
subscription, man. Appreciate it, brother.
And then the two people covering front are gonna move up towards those corners.
Thank you, sir.
Everyone ready?
Ready.
Okay. If I say pause, just freeze in place. Moving. And pause. Okay. Again, you guys have started doing the right thing, incidentally, so we're going to just carry on that. Good stuff. As we're coming to this intersection, what the two guys in front are going to do is they're going to start interlocking their fires. So they're going to make an X with the guy on the right wall starting to pie out to the left, and then the left wall starting to check out to the right.
Mm-hmm.
This allows you to maintain some form of forward security while also exposing as little of yourself as possible. You know, this is instead of the alternate option is, okay, I'm going to expose myself and peek around this corner. You've got someone
just
else
look around.
clearing it slowly for you from this back angle. Make sense?
Makes
Yes,
sense.
Okay. If you're covering rear during any of these, make sure that if demonstrating something, you're keeping an eye on it. Nothing's going to pop out here. It's mainly important to just execute the concepts and movement. Okay. There's going to be a point you're going to get to when you're going to have most of this cleared. So basically where I am now, I can see most of right, but I can't see, all the way down that wall on right. At the same time, I'm not exposed to hard left and right into that alley. Like, I'm still completely shielded by this wall from someone who's way down on that one of those adjacent corners. See that?
I see.
Yes. So.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
So at this point, the person across from me and myself are going to say, okay, we've got this mostly cleared. And then we're each going to say, okay, they've got that cleared. All I need to do is check this deep
Just
corner.
speak. Yep.
So you'll swing out to your respective side and check the deep corner.
Roger.
At this point, we've got security left and right for the other two members of the team to make a crossing. So the other two guys, which are going to be the rear guys on each side, are going to flow through the middle here
And take the next wall.
to the opposite side of the alley, back on their respective walls, and cover front. Make sure to leave enough distance for your swim buddy to fall in behind you.
Roger. Should we, question, Chief.
Yep.
Once we cross, you said cover front. You mean the front side or the side where you covering?
Front, as
Oh,
in
front.
the direction of movement.
Right, right.
Yep. So you're going to flow through and cover front. We've got you left and right. And then when you're over there, you'll call set, and the rest of the team will move back to you. If you were in the back, you'll be in the front now. If you were in the back, you'll be in the front. And you'll just flow onward. So go
Okay.
ahead and move over to the other side of the street.
Roger. Crossing.
And make sure you're...
Regarding terminology and callouts, do we call clear right, clear deep right, or do we distinguish? Oh, sorry, clear hard right. I remember there was a little bit of that on the
Wait.
last mission.
No, yeah. Now it's it.
Is that a typical slowdown, or?
The typical flow is just going to be clear right, clear left.
Roger.
The hards or deeps or whatever.
That actually might be
that's
useful
mainly
for now
probably
on the
me
3 players.
hearing that from, and that's me communicating with Captain Vandal
Roger.
at that slightly higher level where he knows I give him that one word and he knows exactly what I've got clear and exactly what I'm looking at.
Roger.
Exactly where that potential threat area still is. So that's a slightly more advanced topic we won't be getting into today.
Roger.
Okay, so you two go ahead and move across. Obviously there was presumably one of you on each wall on this side, so you're going to rush across the street, get set up on your walls on the opposite side, covering front, One of you will call set, and then we'll move back to you and flow back in.
Roger.
Execute.
Crossing, crossing, crossing.
Crossing.
Okay. You don't need to go all the way down. You just need to go down far enough that we can then move to you.
Set.
With some
Set.
backspace. Okay. Moving.
Moving.
Said,
And
oh
we'll
yeah.
flow back in.
I just said it.
And then we're back in that movement formation, and we can keep on moving. Make sense? You don't even need to go as far up the wall as you guys did. You can go just far enough that they can get in behind you and they're not exposed from either side. Obviously, this is going to leave you uncovered in which direction for a few seconds.
The rear.
This is the.
Exactly.
Yep.
The rear. Now, that was obviously a very slow, constructive.
No,
movement.
that's okay. That's
It's gonna
okay.
go faster. And like I said earlier, it's all about the trade-offs you're going to make for security. Yeah, you're uncovering the rear for a few seconds, but you're getting across that street or alleyway safely. Okay. None
Oh
of
man,
this
appreciate
move.
it. Thank you so.
We're
Thank you
just
so
gonna
much.
Move up next corner. Repeat the process.
Roger.
Okay. And so,
What-
pie the opposite. Go ahead.
Watching the right, watching right corner.
Yep.
Get closer.
Make sure you're moving up evenly with the other person.
I'm pieing.
Okay.
Playing right.
Set.
Make sure. Okay, we're gonna move.
Set.
Moving. Set.
Set.
Roger. Moving.
Get across there nice and quick.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're back in travel. Make sense?
Right, makes
Roger.
sense, sir.
When we come to this
Chief.
corner, do we say fire right or we say check right? Or is that more advanced?
It's whatever you can do with your teammate.
Roger.
So, here, we'll run through it. And
I appreciate
I'll run the front piece.
that from
go
you,
do that
Sergey. You already
I think that was
did a
yours.
lot, man.
Negative.
Oh, sorry. McDowell,
Thank you,
go
sir.
ahead.
Sorry.
Did you have a question?
Oh, yeah, Senior Chief. Was the correct form of saying pieing or peeking?
Either really works. You just need to be able to work with your teammates. So this
Okay.
is less formulaic and more organic. All of CQB is. So you've got the one of the key concepts here is being able to work with your team and play off of what your teammates are doing. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Roger.
Okay, so we're moving.
Moving.
Okay, alley ahead. I got you right.
Pushing left.
Ready?
Ready.
Peek. Left clear.
Right clear.
Cross.
Crossing, crossing, crossing.
Crossing.
Set.
Moving.
Moving. And we're back in travel. Moving.
Move it. Can you move up with me? Yep.
Yep.
Look
Make
at
sure
right.
you're walking. We're just-
Left.
Right looks
Ready?
clear. Right looks clear. Pieing. Pieing left.
Playing right.
Left looks clear. Set.
Moving.
Set.
User joined your channel.
Moving. Set.
Moving.
Okay. We can go faster. We're moving. Got you right.
Left.
Ready.
Ready.
Peek. Left clear.
Right clear.
Cross.
Roger. Crossing, crossing, crossing.
Crossing.
Get over there.
Set.
Set.
Moving.
Moving. Set.
Moving.
Moving.
Looking right.
Looking left.
Right looks
Red.
clear. Pieing.
Playing right. Set.
Set. Cross.
Crossing.
Crossing.
Set.
Set. Let's move.
Set.
Set.
Moving.
Okay. Pause.
Roger.
Any questions on that?
No, Senior Chief. All
Nice
these.
to meet you.
No, Senior Chief.
Okay. And everyone feel comfortable with the basic concept? That's just the really basic concept to get you familiarized with the idea of how you're going to be moving and how you're going to be working with your teammates while moving in a mount environment. Obviously, in practice, this can look way different, but the basics are still the same. Any questions?
No, Senior Chief.
No, Senior Chief.
Okay, fantastic. Next piece we're going to do, you can stay right here. Just turn this way. This is the high-low position. High-low involves an operator in the crouching or prone position while his swim buddy stands or crouches over him. Pair will cover the same axis of fire, allowing 2 guns on the same target. The guy who's low is in danger of getting shot by the guy who's high if he moves without warning or stands up without considering the possibility of getting shot in the back. So, here, step back.
It's alright.
So, demonstrate this now. Person in front's going to crouch. The person behind them's going to stand. Cover their high. Go guns up.
Guns up.
Okay. Look at me. If I'm wiggling side to side like this, if I'm moving around, you see how I'm kind of butting into your coverage space a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
It could accidentally shoot me in the back of your head, back of the head.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why if you're the guy in front, you got to be careful with the moving or the standing up. Trust that your somebody's going to be taking care of you.
Should I pie it as well? Pie the corner?
No, right now we're just covering the same axis, so we're both covering down long. You can cover different angles, but the basic high-low is just 2 guns, same target from that swim buddy pair. Okay.
All understood.
And we'll go prone crouching. So guy in front prone, guy in rear crouching. Again, slightly lower profile. This one, you're not really going to interfere with the person behind you if you're moving around. But if you stand up or crouch, you're still going to get shot in the back. Okay, switch who's in front and in back. And go standing crouching.
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 Again, if the person in front of you is wiggling around, note how you can shoot them in the back of the head accidentally. Just part of the reason I made sure everyone had helmets. And go prone crouching.
Going prone?
Prone.
Did I say porn or prone?
Okay. Usually the way this is going to work in practice is someone's going to be set up on some kind of angle, either crouching or prone, and then their swim buddy's going to come up to them and say, "Oh, okay, I got your high." So saying, "Okay, I'm backing you up here. I'm right on you. I've got you covered high. We're either got 2 guns on that same axis, or if they want to blade off or whatever." It's a real easy way of letting your swim buddy know you're right with them, you're covering them, but hey, don't stand up or I'm going to shoot you in the head. Any questions on high-low?
Yes.
Not Senior Chief.
Something like this would still be alright, correct?
For crouching? Yeah, probably. They'd be able to see over you. The thing is, with the high-low, the guy who's high can see where the guy who's low is. So, whatever body position he's in, the low guy, the high guy is going to have to play off that.
I would love to see you, Sir J, in our team,
I
actually.
just let him know that I'm going to the high prone.
Yeah.
Like with us.
I mean, if you're
And the
changing
SEAL
what
team.
you're doing, obviously,
That would be
as
cool.
the low man, you're going to want to let him know. Hey, I'm standing up. Hey, I'm shifting to high prone. But if you're in some weird position to be able to shoot through a loophole or past a vehicle or something, and they want to plus you up by getting your high, they're going to be playing off you. So they're going to need to adapt to what you're doing.
Roger.
Once they're on you and helping cover you, it's on you to inform them of any changes you're making. Because
Roger.
again, otherwise it's shot in the back of the head. Any other questions?
No, Senior Chief.
No, Senior Chief.
Okay, fantastic. Follow me. We're head back towards the vehicle.
Roger.
Do you have that feeling when you're running slower than ever?
Yeah. Double tap C. Pull you back out. That's what I have to do.
Oh yeah, correct.
Yep.
I had always regretted not going to butts like my father. Wow. Yeah, man. I know. Like my dream was to be a SEAL actually, but I'm not a U.S. citizen. Try so hard.
Okay. Next piece we're going to cover here regards stacking on an entry point. A stack is a tight formation to one side of an entry point, with the team still covering all threat axes. You'll assume stacks as needed, so you'll just flow from a movement formation into a stack as needed or ordered. Again, there's going to be 4 of us. I'm going to be tagging in with you guys to make sure that you've got enough people.
May I ask, like,
Number one
have you
man
ever
is gonna be
thought
covering the
on
entry
going to like special forces,
presumptively
Army
the
special
first
forces,
guy
like
in
the
stack
Green
right
Beret?
here. There's a few more imaginary people behind me that I'll be in a minute. But my job as the first guy in the stack is this doorway. If anything comes out of the doorway, I'm going to deal with it.
Yeah, but those British Jedo.
Number 2 guy is going to cover just off the shoulder of the number 1 man in the direction of travel. So whatever you need to do to cover that front area that he's not worrying about, you're going to do. So number 1 man's on the door, and given this configuration, he'll probably kill anything coming out of that alley too. Number 2 man's worrying about, that front area and around that next corner of the building. Make sense?
Roger.
Okay. Number 3 man is covering perpendicular to the direction of movement. He's covering off the wall. So he's got that whole outside area. And number 4 man
Watching the
will be
rear.
covering the rear. Any questions on sectors of coverage?
Negative, Sanji.
Not Chief.
Nothing, Chief.
Okay. As you enter the stack, you're going to call your position in the stack and set. So, 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set, etc. Your position in the stack is basically the order that you get there. So, again, play around your teammates, be fluid. It's not necessarily going to relate to the order of movement. It's just the order that you get to that stack position. And you're going to work around your teammates to get in position. It doesn't necessarily always have to be or will always be the point man going first into a building. Make sense?
Makes sense, Chief.
Yes,
Okay.
Chief.
Yes, Sanji.
Again, a lot of this is about organic flow and playing around your teammates.
Roger.
So once everyone's in that stack and the stack is formed, the breach will then commence. So we're going to practice stacking as a group of 4. Or actually, we'll have you guys practice as a group of 3, so I can observe real quick. If there's 3 of you, first guy's going to cover the door and front area, second guy's going to cover outboard, so that perpendicular direction, and third guy's going to cover the rear.
1 set.
2 set.
3 set.
Okay. Come back off the wall. And mix up your positions. So wherever you were last time, be somewhere else. Go.
Roger.
1 set.
2 set.
3 set.
Okay, cool. Obviously, when you're stacking, you don't want to be in front of the door. You want to be past the door, because if you're in front of the door, do not step in front of the door at this time.
What the fuck? Oh.
Roger.
As you can hear, that goes right through the door.
Roger.
Oh,
And I
okay.
saw a splash
Okay,
on the
I
ground.
understand now.
Okay, any questions about stacking?
No, Sanji.
No, Chief.
Not in the Chief.
Okay. Gonna build on to our next piece here. Next piece is breaching. Once the stack is formed, that number 1 man is gonna observe the doorway. So, number 1 man is now leading. He's the one in control. But whoever's in that position has to be able to run the breach.
But the SF guys you worked with, like, were they just
For
a
that
Green
number one
Beret
position,
or
you've
like
gotta run a breach.
Delta
Doesn't
guys,
matter who else is in the stack
or
with
just
you.
SF from
You
all
can
over
see
the
door.
military
You're
branches?
in charge of the pace of the breach, when it's going to happen, what way everyone's going to go. So that person has that positional authority just from being in front of the stack. He's going to look at the doorway. What he's going to try to do is make a determination in his mind about whether the door opens inward or outward, and which way the door is going to open. So if I'm the number one man looking at this doorway, I can see that the hinges are on the far side from me. So it's going to swing on that side. And then looking at the door frame that I can see built into the wall, this door probably opens inward. This is confirmed experimentally. You know, the hinges are on that side. So it swings around
Okay.
the opposite way.
160th. Yeah, I love these
And
guys.
it opens
We have
inward
actually
on
one
that side of
guy
the door frame.
in our unit here.
Yes.
In our unit.
Yes.
Okay.
He's a former 160th.
Inward, it might open towards me, and then that's often you'll see with like large warehouse doors or whatnot.
Fifth
They
Special
open
Forces
outward.
Group and the
So the first man may open the
52nd.
door.
I never
and
heard of
then
the
may immediately start taking a pie
EOD,
around it,
the
or the
52nd
second man might start pieing around it,
Ordnance Group. Never heard of them.
or something like that. Basically, it's about figuring out which way the door's going to go, and then what you're going to need to do with that. And so if this opened outward, I'd probably do something along the lines of, okay, you know, it's going to swing towards me. I've got to do something other than a dynamic breach. But only dynamic
I don't know, maybe, but he's mid 30s.
Okay. Number one man, observe the doorway. He's going to make that judgment about the door, and then when he thinks, okay, we're ready to go, he's going to call breach, breach, breach to indicate a dynamic entry. That 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set, that's everyone indicating their readiness to immediately go through the door.
Yeah, then you probably, I don't know.
Phase,
he was also in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Once the guy who's in that number one position hears enough of them, he's got control, and you can then go through the door at any point. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Yes, in chief.
Yes, Chief.
It's going to be observe the
Sergeant
doorway,
first
judge the
class.
doorway,
Wow.
breach, breach, breach. And then he's also got to make the determination.
So
about
you
which way
have-
he's going in the room.
Wow, so you
By
got an
default,
age in the
you will
military, man.
Always, as the number
Fuck.
one man, button hook the doorway.
I actually have mad
You'll
respect for you,
come
sir.
around it, make basically a U-turn, and go into that blind corner that you can't see. You can come on inside if you need to.
Roger.
And so, I'm on this wall. Relative to the door, I'm going right. So I'm going to make the call, breach, breach,
20
breach,
years.
going right. And that's going to be before I'm even, you know, through the doorway. I've made all of that determination from
Mad
outside
respect
the
for
room.
you, sir.
Reason the number one man's going to button hook the
I have
doorway.
respect for all military members, all, like not
That
only
right corner over there that I'm
the
looking at
U.S. military
is
and the Iraqi
the
military,
hardest
but
space in the
anyone
room
who
to clear
serves in
as
the
you're moving
military.
through
I
the
have
doorway
respect
or
for
from
them.
outside the room.
Roger.
So the assumption then is that some asshole is going, okay, if they try to come through this doorway, if I'm sitting in this corner, I'm going to be able to shoot a bunch of them. Number one man's job, once he's in the
That's
room,
all I want to
bullet
play
shit.
CSGO.
He's going to get into the room, move down the wall as far as he can. We'll discuss some considerations with that in a bit. And he's going to take any fire that's coming from that corner so that the rest of the team can get into the room safely. Make sense?
Roger.
Makes sense.
I have a question, Senior Chief.
Go.
So if there's two people inside the room, so imagine one here and
Oh
one on
man,
the corner,
Sergeant First Class.
and you're
That's
the guy in the front. Do you still shoot
Fuck,
at
that's a
this
respected
guy,
rank.
or do you just go over here and wait for the second guy to shoot him?
Don't you think you could have made it
Personally,
maybe
I'm
to a
probably
first
gonna
sergeant
shoot
or a
this
master
guy
sergeant?
and then keep making entry and shoot that second guy. I'm
Okay.
at least going to try for him.
Oh, or did
I'm
they
not
get you
going
out
to
like
stop in
because?
the door and shoot at this guy, but as I come around the corner, I'm gonna do something along the lines of bang bang.
Yeah, I know.
Bang, 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 bang,
I know a lot of guys from the ICE off in
sense?
Iraq. They are also
Yes,
tough.
If
They are
he's
also
still
very
up,
very tough
the number
guys.
2 man will take care of it.
Like I'm an Iraqi
Because that
citizen.
going right or
I have a
going
lot of
left
friends
also
who
indicates
are
to everyone else
with
to
the
decide
ICE
which
off.
direction they're going. The number. So
It's hard to make a rank for the okay.
as the number 1 man's making that call to breach, everyone's going to come off of their security posture and orient towards the door. So instead of still covering rear and still covering
But
outside,
for
everyone's just going to swing towards that
like
door. So
the
that
first,
everyone
like
can get through the
is
door
in
the most
EA, the
efficient
first
way.
sergeant, and master
The
sergeant.
last
You
guy,
see
you're not
these
gonna
guys
back up to the door
mostly
and then
as in
turn and go
11Z.
As soon as that breach is called, you're orienting.
Am
to the door,
I correct?
You're going through the door. Again, it's one of those security trade-offs. Make sense?
Roger.
Yes, yes.
Roger.
Okay. As the number 1 man calls his direction, it's going to be breach, breach, breach going right. The number 2 man is going to be preparing to go in the opposite direction. So that, yeah, if there's 2 guys in here, number 2 man is going to come through right on the heels of the number 1 guy and shoot that guy in the fucking face.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 will follow number 1. Number 4 will follow number 2, and so on down the stack. So basically, all the odds, so 1, 3, 5, 7, etc., are going to go in the same direction as number 1. All the evens, 2, 4, 6, etc., are going to go in the same direction as the number 2 man, which is the opposite direction that the number 1 man's calling. Make sense?
Roger.
Makes sense.
Yes, Senior Chief.
Okay. This is going to allow an even
I
filling
actually like
of the walls
because
on
I've been trying so hard to join the US
the
military.
first and second man are going to clear those hard corners.
I thought like
You know, really hard right.
if I would go back to Iraq and join the ICE off over
Following
there.
operators, so 3 and 4 will ensure the man.
But
on
then
the wall
again,
in
the
front of them
problem is
alive and
our
connected.
government is not good.
So
Like
if
I don't want to
number
get into
3 man,
political
you
things
come
here
in,
now.
And the number 1 man's.
But I don't
lying
know
on
if
the
you,
floor in a
like,
bleeding puddle in front of you. You're gonna make a note of that. You're gonna
know about
say,
the
okay,
news.
there's probably a threat in that
There's a
corner.
big problem going on
Right
right now in
there.
Iraq.
If he's still up, and once that threat's dealt with,
Which is like still, it's my original country,
You're
and I
gonna
would love to go and
sweep out
serve there.
from your corner, left or right, towards the center of the room. So once that corner's clear, you're going to make a panning motion towards the center of the room to ensure that the center of the room is also clear. Make sense?
Makes
Yes,
sense.
Roger.
Okay. After the room is cleared, the last man to enter will cover the entry point. So
Yeah,
if you're
correct.
fourth going
Because
through here, you're gonna
of
be-
Iran and Syria.
after the room's cleared,
I know.
you've gone in, you've made sure that
And it's
none of
very
the corners,
unfortunate.
the center of the room
Like
is
they
clear,
they
room
literally
clear is called,
started shooting
fourth
the
man's gonna orient on that entry
the
point.
protesters with live fire and
Once it's
frags.
cleared, the team will then
They killed
start
many,
figuring out what the next entry point is, if it's a
which has really
multi-room
pissed me
structure,
off.
and start working on that problem, including stacking up on it, getting ready to go.
Like
When
the
you're
army came
inside the
out,
room,
like
you're
army
moving down
soldiers
the
make
walls,
videos and say,
push
"Hey, we
your
are not the
far
one who's
down the
shooting.
walls as
Those are the
practical
militia."
without
Blah blah
crossing a
blah.
danger area, such as
But, you know, it
another
is what it is.
doorway or across a window. In this room, if I'm on the right wall, I'm only going to about here, probably, to make sure that I'm not exposed to fire through that door.
Roger.
Or direct fire through that door. You know, obviously, someone at an oblique angle can still take me under fire, but no one who's standing down the other end of whatever that is, if it's like a long hallway or something, can just lay into me. If there's a window, you know, somewhere in the room, I'm obviously going to stop before that as well. There's an open door, then yeah, this is definitely... It's a lot more explicit where the danger area is if that door's open. But the danger area still exists if the door's closed. Any questions on that?
No, Chief.
Negative, Senior Chief.
Okay. The last piece of this is the reason it's important to stay on your walls. So, like left wall, right wall, versus saying, okay, you know, I'm on the left wall, I've cleared down to here, I want to keep moving. During clearance, I'm going to move up to here. If you're here, and the right wall's here, and someone appears out of nowhere in the middle of the room, what do you got?
Nothing.
You're in the middle of the lines of fire.
Yeah, you got a crossfire between the walls. You want to make that L shape with the walls so that you've got a fire sack rather than a crossfire. Because if I'm on this wall and someone suddenly appears in the center of the room, this wall and someone else suddenly appears in the center of the room, we're not going to shoot each other while we're shooting at that guy. We're just both going to shoot him. If we're on opposite walls fucking staring at each other thinking how cute the other one is, then yeah, we're going to shoot each other if someone drops in the middle.
Cute.
Make sense?
Makes sense.
Yes, Chief.
Okay, we are going to practice this. So you guys are going to go ahead out of the room. You're going to stack up on the wall. And you're going to go ahead and make entry.
1 set.
2 set.
3 set.
1 going right.
Ready?
Breach, breach, breach. 1 going right.
Go, go, go. No,
Okay.
does he ask
Three
to
needed-
keep going and...
3 needed to follow 1, and 2
Oh,
should be
okay.
on this wall.
Okay.
So 2 should be about, yeah, in that corner there, and then facing outward. 3 should have followed 1, and 1 should be about here, where I'm standing.
Roger.
Wait. Right, left, so on.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So the other piece of this is you're probably going to want to make sure everyone's on the same pace going through the door.
A whole lot of
To get that mass on target as fast as possible. You don't want to be going through the door at fast pace and then ending up alone in the room for 2 or 3 seconds while the guy behind you walks in.
Roger.
So, generally, the fastest you'd want to enter is going to be combat pace. Just because, again, combat pace, you've got the gun up, you're ready to react.
Yeah. I
Roger.
I generally walking.
I'm aware of this.
A lot easier to control the pace as the guy in front if I'm walking. And then if people behind me are combat pace, whatever, I don't care.
But I don't know, man. To be honest, like
If
something
you're
fishy
walking
about this
and I'm in
Al-Baghdadi
combat
thing.
pace,
Like
I'm
they
gonna be
said,
pushing
he
along
didn't need
behind
it
you if you're
himself.
trying to make entry, and I'll
But
definitely ride you through
If
the
that's
door.
what happened, then
Like,
how comes nobody was injured?
Go out and
Maybe they
get
just
on
did
walking
not want to show the picture of him
as
or
far as
something.
being
I don't
front
know.
man, and I'll be number 2 on combat pace.
And I'm number 3.
Roger. 1 set.
2 set. Call it.
3 set.
1 go. Breach, breach, breach. 1 going right. Walking.
And then I'm through the door right behind you here. See that? Like I'm basically
Yes,
pushing my way
Yep.
through the door right on you, so we get that mass through the door a lot quicker. That's a bit more of a side tip, but if you're walking as the first guy through, controlling the pace of the breach is really straightforward. And then you don't get strung out any. Because, yeah, people are going to default to combat pace and they're going to want to come blasting through the door. If you're on combat pace, we can get a lot more separation, especially if, you're desynced with the person behind you. If the person behind you is on combat pace and you're walking, they can start pushing up against you as soon as you start calling the breach. You're not really going to go anywhere, but they're definitely going to go through the door right behind you and they can get right off your shoulder on the target and cover you better. Okay.
Wow.
Back outside, stack up, different order, run it again.
Wow. Okay, I go first.
Yep.
Wow, man. This is lame. Like, 1 set.
2 set.
3 set.
Breach. Going in, going right. Clear.
Okay. You're in that immediate post-breach posture. Okay, this is good. What's going to happen now if you were holding
This
in
is
this
so
room,
lame,
rather
like-
than immediately stacking on that other door? So we'll assume that real quick as the number 3.
Man,
you
ice
can
is-
turn and cover the doorway.
A bunch of retards, actually.
And while you're doing that, 1
know,
and 2
like
and
I'm in
figure out
Austria,
how to attack
and I
this
have
problem
met
here.
a lot
We've
of
got this door on the two-man's on the
fucking
left
ISIS guys.
So there's
Like they never say they
two
are,
ways
but
to
I
go
can
this.
tell from their style of
First
clothing.
way is to have the number one man kind of like crab up in front.
And
of it.
trust me, man, like
Go
they are
along with
the
down,
ugliest
engage
of
it, but
the
we're not
ugliest
gonna deal
people
with
that you
today.
ever
We're
see.
just gonna go with another stack immediately. What we're gonna do is
They live here in
number
Europe.
two
They get
man
money. They get everything.
who's on this wall is gonna push up to the edge of the door frame because it's on his wall. He owns it. The guy who was number one is gonna fall in behind him at number two. Go ahead and do that.
Wait, number 2, not 1.
The guy who was number one is going to become number 2.
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
gonna
Okay.
Flow over there. And the number 3 guy is going to fall in right back here
Roger.
and cover rear. Okay. And the calling sequence for this is going to be something like, okay, you got in the room. Room's clear. Door left. Person on that left wall is going to say, okay, the door's on the left wall, that's my door. So he's going to make the call stack up and move to that doorway. He's then going to be 1 set, 2 set, 3 set. Okay, breach, going whatever direction. Make sense?
Roger.
Yes, Senior Chief.
Okay, and so you're in your pre-breach posture on this door. Go in here.
First person
Okay,
calls
you're
right,
stacked up, make
calls
the
right,
calls and
clears.
flow into this
Second goes left. Goes left.
One set.
Okay, okay. 2 set.
Reset.
Breach. Going right.
Marja going left.
Okay. Number one man needs to go in the direction he can't see. He's going to button hook the door. So you're going to want to go left there. Because in the time it takes 2 to get in here, if I'm sitting in this corner, it's going to be... So
Done.
that was about a second and a half. So that's going to feel like... It's going to feel like that. That's not going to be pleasant for you, eh? Because you're oriented completely on your corner and then
Yeah.
up the wall.
Enter the corner that you cannot see.
Okay, we are here. 2, you're going to need to be in this corner so you don't have that crossfire. So I think McMillan, you were 2. You want to be in the corner rather than up the wall. So you don't have the
Okay.
crossfire. Again, you've got another door left. You're going to make that post-breach call. Door left, stack up.
The left stack up.
You're going to shift across. Thatcher, take 2. Diaz, take 3.
Roger.
And then you're going to get ready to execute on this next door.
Marja. 1 set.
Reset. Watch rear.
3 set.
Roger. Breach. Opening the door. Buy-in looks clear. I'm going in, going left.
Going right.
Left.
Right clear.
And again, you don't want to advance up onto this next wall here because then again you've got a crossfire. You want to go down your wall to that corner.
Like this.
On the right side here, you've got that door up on the top there. So you'd probably want to go to about here at most, rather than all the way to the corner. Because if someone's sitting at the top of this thing with a machine gun and hears you guys all flowing in, that first action is going to be something like
Roger.
down the stairs.
Oh, he almost shot me.
Okay. Get back in your post-breach profile. Whoever came off that wall. Okay.
So remember.
Is that door on the right or the left wall?
On the right wall.
Yeah, it actually has a unique
who's
sound
gonna be the one
to it.
I am.
Okay.
It has a very unique sound attached to
Make
it.
the calls.
Like so many people hate the AK.
Door
Like
right.
they say,
step
"Oh shit, it's ugly." But this round is actually more
2 set.
has more penetration than M4 set. Shit, I was pressing push to talk when I'm talking.
How would I? Wait, how would I stack up on a stair? Do I just stay down here where I'm not
no.
going to get hit by that potential machine gun fire, or do we stack up, moving up on the door?
You go up.
So you're gonna stack on that bottom wall, and when you call the breach, you're gonna do an extended walk up the stairs, open the door, and then make your going left-right call. From
Roger.
Yeah, so I read about it.
Make sense?
The 7.62 rounds has more armor penetration, but less accuracy than less accurate than M4. 3 set.
Breach, breach, breach.
Going in.
One going left.
Right.
Left.
Okay, pause. Good placement. Are you clear up here?
No.
No.
Okay, what?
Opening left.
Okay. The other usual call for that is dead space on whatever side. It might not be another hallway or whatever, but it's some kind of space that's uncleared. So, as the first guy, your call is going to be dead space left.
Roger. Dead space left.
And then you're going to work into that. So the guy behind you is going to back you up. You've got a guy right on your back.
Roger. Dead space left. Stack up.
You probably don't need to stack it. You can probably just flow and clear it.
Roger.
Do you actually stream, Sojay?
Speaking left.
Roger.
Okay, and now you're clear.
Senior Chief, question.
Yep.
I mean, in a real scenario, if we go up on the roof and there's also a bunch of buildings next to us with the rooftops, do we say, do we call it out like, we got a bunch of sideline buildings ahead of us?
No, that'll be fairly implied. It'll still need to be covered, but it doesn't really need to be announced. The thing that needs to be announced is, okay, maybe the guy is controlling the element here. Let's say like the team leader or whatever is back here somewhere. Like he went right or whatever, and he's holding here. He's like, okay, are we clear on this rooftop? His thought might be, okay, that stairwell extends all the way to the edge of the building. There's no dead space behind it. So he knows there's a bunch of adjacent rooftops. The rest of the team knows there's a bunch of adjacent rooftops. But he needs to know that, no, we're not clear yet. There's dead space left. Pine, clear, roof clear. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Roger.
Oh, so you do stream. Your team lead the way. Hold on. Let me just.
Titan, this is Spectre. Send it over.
Follow you real quick.
Spectre Titan, be advised. We are currently at the weapons range. We'll be going weapon that's hot here shortly. Over.
Titan, Spectre, Roger. We're still on Mount. So you may hear some fire from over here in a minute as well. Over. Okay. Any questions on breaching?
Spectre Titan, roger that. I've been
Yeah, send you a follow.
I understood. Titan out.
Do you stream Arma 3 as well?
Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move back down to the outside of this building. So go ahead.
All right.
And then you guys are gonna run.
No worries, man.
One more time.
Oh shit, no worries, sir.
Without prompting on my end. I may provide corrections, but I'm not going to provide prompting.
Roger.
Target building's yours.
Stack up. One set.
2 set.
3 set.
Breach. One moving right.
Moving right. Going right, not moving right. Got a door.
Door left.
Let's stack up on the left wall.
Door left, stack up.
Going first. 3 ready. 1 set.
2 set.
3 set.
Opening the door. Breach, 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 breach. Going in, going left.
Alright. Door left.
Clear, room clear. You wanna take the lead?
Door left, stack up.
Ready? 2 set.
1 set.
3 set.
Breach,
What?
breach, breach. 1 moving left.
Going right. Gotta stay away. Door closed. Stack up. We're going up.
2 set.
1 set.
3 set.
Coming closer, guys. Coming closer. Opening the door.
Roger.
Going in, going left.
Right.
I got a dead space on my left side. I need someone with me. Gonna peek it.
On you.
Ready. Clear. Roof tower clear.
Okay.
Watch
Not
watch the other rooftops. All clear.
Okay, not bad. Doesn't necessarily need to be exactly by the book each time. The important thing is that you're working with your team and adapting to the situation and flowing through it. So there's definitely some good stuff on that end. Any questions?
By the book sounds professional.
No senior chief, no questions.
No senior chief.
Yeah. It's not always going to be perfect, but you need to be able to work with your team. Okay, come on out.
Do you know who would sit in the corner? Like here? Someone who plays too much Call of Duty. What's next, Senior Chief Admin?
Oh, we've got more mount.
Okay.
Okay, dismount. Hop back over the wall if you dismount on that side of it.
Roger. No, oh, that's not. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't
In the army, quality
Alright.
so peace, but yeah, I
target
stand up.
building
Yeah, I know this goal.
is
This
the
one.
last building on the east side of the street here. All the other buildings are cleared. Yellow targets are shoot targets. Blue targets are non-shoot targets. This is a live fire exercise.
Roger.
Roger.
So it's the last building on the left side of the street is your target building.
Roger.
Go ahead and get figured out, and then start moving on that target. I'll be
Question,
observing.
Chief.
Yep.
You said we just operate on the left side. We ignore the right side.
No. He said all other buildings are clear except the last one on the east side. East side is the one on our left, far left.
Oh,
So
okay.
if all the other buildings are clear, we'll stay on the left side of the wall, stack up on each other, and move together.
Roger. Oh, understood.
Wouldn't want
Do you
to
wanna go
go
slow
you
pace?
guys, putting you guys on the right side. All right. Stack up.
Combat position. Oh, combat
Alright.
pace.
2 set. What pace are we on?
We're going.
Combat pace. Combat pace.
Combat pace is good.
Roger.
Moving. Opening. Checking left, or checking left, or sorry, right. Left. Checking. I moved way too far. Actually, the other buildings are clear.
Yeah, I have a question. Couldn't we ask questions still? Or?
Just keep it running.
Roger.
Make whatever decisions you guys are going to make,
Checking left.
just so I can evaluate
Alright.
your understanding of the concept.
Two cross.
Roger, crossing.
One. The peak. We should peek it first.
No,
We know
you're
the buildings are clear. We don't know the alleys are clear. All right.
crossing.
Clear left. Crossing.
Well, you're checking it,
Last
so
man set.
One set.
2 set.
Make sure you're on yelling, DS.
I mean, it's
Sorry.
a small
One
LA,
set.
so it's 2 set.
3 set.
Why would you need
Roger,
2?
combat pace. Moving.
Did you actually need 2?
Alley right.
Hold. Alley on the right.
Roger.
You got 1 on the left too.
One of you check left.
Affirm.
One of you check right.
Check left.
Taking left.
Okay, right.
Peeking.
Right looks
Set.
clear.
All right. Crouching. Crossing. Set.
Crossing. Go.
Cross. Cross. Cross.
Cross.
Set.
2 set.
3 set.
Moving. Combat pace. Opening on the left. Crossing. Building clear. Alley coming up. Checking. Checking right. Checking left.
Roger. Taking right.
Peeking left. Left clear.
Roger. Crossing. One set.
Crossing.
Crossing. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Set.
Alright, man. Thank you for being here. Two
Last
set.
Check your space.
Oh shit! Fuck. I'm sorry.
1 set.
2 set.
3 set.
Roger. Opening. Gate left. Stand by.
Which way?
Sorry, I'm just busy. I can't
Reaching,
focus on the turn.
Hooking left. Reach. Reach.
Wait. Going right.
What?
They're going to stay down. So once they're down, they're killed.
Roger. Only one down.
Okay, that was wrong.
Got,
He had.
got civilian near door. Near front
Okay,
door.
we did it wrong. We did it wrong.
Right
Sorry.
side of the building is clear.
I'm going to the
Left side's
first
clear.
sergeant channel watching.
Roger.
Yeah. All right, man. Take care and thank you for being here.
Stack up
Appreciate
on,
it.
Stack up on front door.
All right, stack up in front door.
Roger.
Watching west side.
3 set.
2 set.
1 set. Breach. One moving right.
Going left.
Door right.
Door left.
All right.
Should we go 1 by 1?
1 by 1. Stack up on door right.
Get
No
up.
space.
Roger. Not much space. No. Actually, I'm gonna crossing. Gotta adapt to this. We gotta make space.
Yep. Opening is on the
Alright.
right side, so it's open inwards to the left side.
Yeah. It'll open to the
You
left.
should wait, not-
You open. I'll cover right.
Roger. So you
Alright.
wanna go first?
You're opening. I'm covering right.
Guys, you're taking
Roger,
too
covering
long.
left.
I'll be 1. I'll go in. I'll cover right. And then I'll go in. I'll hook in left after I verify right's clear.
Roger. Stand by. Reach.
No, that's bad. We could
Right
get shot from
Moving left.
Moving right. Clear.
going right.
Opening left.
Dead space left.
That's your door. Civilian.
Stack up. Civilian.
Stacking up.
On you.
Yeah, there's a
Roger.
civilian. Far end.
Roger. Moving left.
Moving right.
Room clear.
Civilians. Room clear.
Got 3 civilians.
On me, on me, on me.
Roger.
One watch the back, one watch the back.
Roger.
How much rear?
Breaching, breaching. Opening the door, opening the door. Going in, going right.
Roger.
Clear. Building clear. Room
Roger,
clear.
Clear.
Alright.
Alright.
One more door. Left side.
Careful, we have dead space left.
Roger, I see it.
Stack up.
Ready.
Two set.
Or actually, sorry, door left, right? Door left. Your call.
One set.
Two set.
Reset.
Breaching, breaching, opening the door. Going in, going left.
Right.
Room clear.
Room clear.
Roger.
Stack up.
Dead space left. Door right.
Check it. Check the dead space
Peeking
first.
left.
Go stairs.
Down. Clear.
Another dead space left. Check it.
Dead space left. Peeking. Clear.
Check
Roger,
the room.
Door right, stacking up.
Got it.
2 set.
3 set.
One set. Breach. Opening the door. Breaching. Going right. Go. Room looks clear.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Alright. Stack up. Going upstairs.
Roger.
Roger. 1 set.
You take the lead. 2 set.
Stack
set.
up along the left side of the wall. 2 set. All stack up together. Flows 1.
3 set.
Roger. Breaching. Dead space right.
If you're
Peeking
wrong,
right.
guys. If you're wrong,
Going
stay
right.
wrong. If you're wrong, stay wrong.
Dead space right. Peeking right.
Door left.
Door
Stack
right.
up.
Roger.
No,
2 set.
Alright.
I can probably get the right side. And the bit of the middle.
Roger. 1 set.
2 set.
3 set.
Breach, breach, breach. Opening door. Moving left.
Civilian.
You had one behind the door.
No. Oh yeah. Right. Stack up. Right door.
Room clear.
Roger.
2 set.
3
One set. Opening the door. Breach, breach, breach. Going in, going right.
Room clear.
Roger. Door left, door right. Multiple doors. Stacking up on left door.
Ready.
1
2
set.
set.
3 set.
Alt.
Breach, breach, breach. Opening door. Checking right and then moving left.
Push, push, push.
Going
push.
right.
Reloading. Shit.
Roger. Opening. Dead space.
I would be so gone.
On me, on me, on me, on me. One dead.
Roger.
Two-
Stacking up.
Second down. 3 down.
Roger.
Roger.
All
Room
clear.
clear?
Clear.
Roger.
Still door right.
On you.
Alright,
Roger.
I need more room to stack up. There we go. Alright. 3 set. Check magazines
opening
before you go into
right.
this room.
2 set.
Say again.
Check magazines before you go into this room. Make sure you're not.
All
Reload.
green here.
Alright. Reset.
Roger.
Reloading. Stand by. Stand by.
Roger.
Roger.
Ready. Ready. Go.
Stand by. Going left side. Breach. Breach. Breach.
Going right. Going right.
Civilian. Dead space. Dead space.
Dead space. We got dead
Stack up.
space. On me. On me.
Stack up.
Roger.
Roger.
Peeking. Peeking. One down. Dead space clear.
Roger.
Roger.
Last door.
That's a balcony.
Roger. Opening door, moving right. Breach, moving right.
It's gonna open on you, yeah.
Left.
Clear.
Clear.
Alright,
All
moving
clear.
back outside.
Alright.
Is the building clear?
Building clear.
Okay, so there's no space in here that you guys haven't checked.
We haven't checked out the back. Is there a rear door to the building?
There's no. I mean, you would have seen one.
No,
right?
I was asking them. Window out back.
Oh, there's a dead space on the left. Isn't there? Yeah. There's a dead space over here.
If you look at the stairwell, there's a landing up top, which means there's probably somewhere below it.
Roger.
Roger.
Okay. Other comments? When you're outside, just make sure you're flowing rather than going in that rigid stack procedure. Just make sure you're moving with the team. In here,
Oh man, yeah, that was nice.
don't be afraid to take things
Relies on the team.
slower and more smoothly. You don't need to be.
Everybody loves
room cleared
CQB.
at lightning speed. You just
CQBs.
need to get them cleared. There's definitely a few times where we had people going, okay, we're gonna get this clear. Let's go.
Boundary boundaries and
People ended
combat
up,
movement.
running into the middle of rooms, going into things too fast and opening themselves up to a bit too much danger. Make sure you're moving smoothly rather than too quickly. Any questions?
Yeah, Chief.
Go.
At the beginning, at the main gate, the first thing we should have done, first spy it, get info on what's in there, and then we move in, correct? Or should we just go in?
We're probably gonna buy that. This is again mostly dynamic breaching. Hey, we're gonna go in, we're gonna flow through stuff. A lot of the time, practically, the type of breaching we're gonna use is gonna be either limited or slower. Not dynamic, so limited breaching. So it's gonna be that whole back off a bit. It's gonna be okay, door right. Opening. And then the point man's gonna work that. Okay, he's gonna get to around this point, say, okay, there's unclear space behind the door, and I've also got dead space right, and then the entry's gonna proceed from here once the room's been pretty well worked from the outside. But, on the other hand, this module is designed to get you guys in the team mentality of map, which lends itself much better to, okay, breach, going left, going right, all flow together type of thing. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Roger.
Yes, Chief.
And
So, yeah.
one thing I noticed here, and correct me on that, Chief. If you are wrong, stay wrong. Especially on
Definitely.
especially on the small gates, because if you're trying to correct things while we're trying to push, it's gonna get us all killed.
Yeah, if you've already committed to something and you figure out halfway through that it's, not exactly the right thing, just stick with it. Roll with it. Trying to run back across the doorway to the other side of the room is going to be worse for you than staying on the wrong side of the door.
Roger.
First, Chief.
Any other questions?
Negative.
Negative, Chief.
No, Chief.
Okay, let's head back outside. Titan Spectre. Over.
That's a big ass urban terrain. Looks like it needs a whole company to clear it. Lol.
Titan Spectre.
Look, it's over there and there. Holy shit.
Live fire.
Instructor Titan, roger that. Currently at speed course, wrapping up here shortly. You're good to go. Over.
Roger. Out.
Whoa, the lag.
Do I have enough time here to make a quick head call?
Yeah.
To make a what?
Take a
Head,
piss.
head call. That's not great.
Call.
Yeah.
I just think so.
Navy calls it head.
Okay. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
calls it head.
I'm just gonna fill up my water and come back. I'll be right back. Just filling my water back.
I'm just gonna check something while they're off doing that. You can dismount when we get back.
Okay.
Alright. I'm back. Nice bus today. Nice training.
Alright, I'm back.
I'm back. Oh, we got this cool one where you have to shoot, practice your aim
Okay,
and
run
shooting with a
Yes.
I'm back.
on the time standards.
We're gonna.
Sorry,
Yep.
sorry, Chief Admin. Question. Do we get to practice what we did in recruit training, where you just take the MP5 and shoot targets within like 50 seconds or 60 seconds, I believe?
That's always on the server, so that's always available for you to practice on your own time.
But it's not including in buds, huh?
Maybe, maybe not.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. Next piece we're going to cover is bounding. SEALs utilize bounding to move as a team while maintaining strong security.
Yeah, Chief.
Bounding can be utilized in groups as small as a two-man swim buddy team, or as large as the entire platoon. And the basic bounding technique utilized by the unit is successive bounding, and that's the only one we're going to be covering today. Successive bounding involves all elements moving up on line with each other. And so, in classic bounding that you may be more familiar with is alternate bounding or leapfrogging, where, let's say you guys are in line there, I'm going to bound out ahead of you here, and then you're going to bound past me. And that's alternate bounding. We're not going to be covering that today. We're going to be covering successive bounding. So if I bound up to here, and I'm the first element moving, the rest of you are going to bound up on line with me. So we're all going to end up on the same line at the end of each bounding segment. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Roger.
Yes, Chief.
Okay. We're going to be utilizing this nice bounding course we've got to practice some successive bounding here. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to practice bounding as swim buddy pairs. There are 3 of you, so we're going to rotate people. So we're going to start with, let's see, Thatcher and Diaz.
Roger.
One of you on each set of sandbags.
Roger.
And McMillan, you can come up here with me. Okay. When bounding, communication is obviously essential. When you're moving, you'll announce that you're moving, and once you're positioned to provide suppression again, you'll announce that you're set and you'll begin suppressing. It's important that you're loud during this procedure to be heard over the sounds of a firefight. Right now, you guys are bounding as a swim buddy team. So that's going to be one of you moving and one of you covering. Later, we'll bound with 2 swim buddy teams after we've gone through this piece. And that's going to be one swim buddy team covers and the other team moves. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Yes, Chief.
Okay, so everyone understands the difference. When it's just you and your swim buddy, you're going to move one person at a time. When your buddy team's moving with other buddy teams, the whole buddy team's going to move together.
Roger, Chief. Thank you.
Okay. This is a live fire exercise. You're going to bound up to the next sandbags, up to the sandbags beyond that, and then you're going to bound back and back. So you're going to end up here. You're not going all the way down range. You're going to the third set of sandbags if this is the first one.
Roger,
Understood?
two back.
Okay. You guys are going to have to figure out who's going to be the first one to move and who's going to be the first to cover. While you're covering, provide suppression at that basic suppression rate.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
round
yeah.
every 4 to
Like I
5
said,
seconds.
just scroll down. Scroll down.
Any questions?
You'll see
No,
SEAL
Chief.
Team
No,
3
Chief.
logo. If you scroll
When you guys
down,
get back here,
you
I'm gonna swap
I made
you
it
out with
clickable.
Macmillan,
Just click on it.
and then we'll rotate one
Should
more
work.
time to make sure everyone's bounded with everyone else. Ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Execute.
I'll move first.
Roger. Covering.
Roger. Moving. Set.
Roger. Moving. Set.
Moving.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I made it clickable.
User was moved to your channel.
Set.
Roger. Moving.
I look forward to see you here though. Because I'm 100% you'll love the training
Roger.
and the operations as well.
Set.
Roger. Moving.
Wrong way.
Set.
Reloading.
Roger.
Moving.
Roger. Moving. Set.
Roger.
Okay, pause. Obviously, make sure you're paying attention to A, the instructions, and B, where your swim buddy is. Thatcher out, Macmillan in.
Roger.
Roger.
Diaz, switch sides.
Roger.
Okay. Same course of fire. Shooter ready?
Sure, ready.
Ready.
Okay. Begin.
I'll cover.
All right. Moving. Set.
Fast. Fucking rush.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Moving.
Set. Covering.
Set.
Roger. Moving.
And maintain that sustained suppression rate. One round every 3 to 5.
Set. Covering.
Roger. Moving. Set.
Roger. Moving. Cover me.
Reloading.
Set. Covering. Reloading.
Set.
Cover me. I'm moving back.
Yes, Junior Chief. My fault.
Roger.
What's wrong?
Move back. I'll cover.
Continue.
Covering. Move back.
Oh, did I go okay. Covering. Fuck, I'm laughing at this is funny.
Set.
Roger, moving. Set.
Roger.
Pause.
What was wrong, Chief Admin?
If I ever see one of you fuck your swim buddy over like that again, I don't care what fucking rank you are at that point, I will do my level best to get you drummed out of this fucking unit. Make sense?
Yes, Senior Chief.
What was-
If I may explain, Senior Chief.
No.
What was the issue? I don't understand.
Alright, Senior Chief.
You moved forward. You fucked up. He didn't tell you. You moved forward from the third one. You were not supposed to go to the fourth. You weren't paying attention. He did not help you. He noticed you went up there, started moving up, and then turned around and moved back like he was supposed to without helping you. Your swim buddy is your lifeline. Do not fuck your swim buddy over. Any questions on that?
No, Chief.
No, Senior Chief.
Well, I have a question, Senior Chief.
Go.
But, you know, no one warned me I was out of place.
How do you mean?
On one of my first run, I went to the third thing, and no one said, "Oh, you're doing wrong. You gotta go back." No one told me. I just noticed he wasn't by me.
No, he did call it. He says, go back.
Yeah, he called you back after you were up there. Like, he mentioned to you that you had to move back, and you confirmed that.
Roger.
Macmillan out. Diaz, not Macmillan. Diaz out. Macmillan switch over to the other set of sandbags. Thatcher in.
Roger.
Alright.
Ready?
Ready.
Ready.
I'll cover.
Roger.
Pause.
Pause. Okay, so I forgot.
Take a breather, Macmillan. Alright, remember, we're going up 2 sandbags, we're coming back 2 sandbags. If you said you'll
Macmillan,
cover
I'm
first,
sorry,
I'll move
man.
first.
Alright.
Apologize, Macmillan.
No, man, don't worry about it. It's okay. So the second sandbag and the third one, where the pipes or the
Roger, you're gonna move up once, and then you're gonna move up again. You're gonna move back.
Yeah,
And then you're gonna
yeah.
move back again.
Correct. I just
If either of us fails to follow instruction, call us out. All right.
Yep.
And then, we'll say set, covering. The other person will move. Once you're moved, you'll let me know you're set, and then say covering, and then I'll say I'm moving. We'll keep that going until we're all the way back.
Roger. Yep. I kind of went along with it, like kind of keep moving. I forgot to go back. It's not that I was not paying attention. I just forgot.
I'm gonna tell you the way that what it was that one of my old instructors used to tell me. Don't be sorry. Don't
Yep.
fuck up again.
Yep.
Yeah. No need to feel sorry. Just make sure you correct the mistake.
Roger.
Everybody makes mistakes. Don't want to make them, to the point that you just don't make a lethal one.
Ready?
Ready. Ready.
You're good to go, sir.
Ready.
I'll cover.
Engage.
Move it.
Alright, come with me.
Set.
Roger, cover me. Moving. Set. Covering. Moving, covering. Set, covering. Move back. Reloading, reloading. Moving back, moving back. Covering.
Reloading. You're ready to fire. Moving.
Roger.
Set. Cover it.
Moving back.
Okay, pause. Okay. Diaz, you're with Thatcher. I'm with McMillan.
Reloading.
We're gonna do the same exercise one more time, but as 2 swim buddy pairs. Okay? So you guys on the other side are 1 swim buddy pair. I'm the other swim buddy pair here with McMillan. Okay?
Roger.
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 Okay. And so 1 pair is gonna cover, the other pair is gonna move together. If you need to reload, a great time to reload is when you're moving.
Roger.
Any questions?
No senior chief.
No change, chief.
Ready?
Ready.
Engage.
Covering.
Moving.
Moving. Set. Covering.
Set. Keep that rate of fire correct.
Roger.
Covering.
Roger. Moving.
Moving.
Out of ammo. Reloading.
Set.
Moving. Reloading. Set. Covering.
Covering. Moving.
Moving.
We cover. Pull back.
Set. Set to where you're looking for.
Set.
Move. Moving.
Set.
Set. Covering.
Roger. Moving back.
Moving.
Set. Covering.
Okay.
Set.
Ready to move? Moving.
Reloading.
Set.
Okay,
Set.
pause.
User was moved out of your channel.
Okay. Any questions?
Negative, chief.
Negative chief.
Negative, chief.
Okay, everyone feeling good on banding?
Yes, chief.
Yeah, senior chief.
Okay, good. Follow me. We're moving on.
Sorry, so late, Chief.
Holy shit.
No problem.
You a busy man tonight?
Yeah. Okay. You're going to return the MP5 and any ammo you still have for it to the boxes. If you cannot return it to the boxes, place it on the ground. You'll then secure yourself an M60, E3, and 6 magazines. Execute.
Roger.
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 User left your channel.
When's the next class starting up for instructor?
I can't put it. I can put it in the ground.
Yeah, put it on the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the.
Yeah, well, I think getting my truck ready for the trip that I had to start out with today, and by the time I got done.
There's no E3.
let's see
There's
what
only
they said on the
E4.
computer, I saw, hey, are you around? I'm like, oh no.
I can chop my magazines.
I'm putting
We
those
had
on the
the
ground as well. Or
timestamp, and I
trying.
knew automatically.
I
had
can't put them on the ground, yes.
Chief admin?
Oh, I can. Okay.
It's seen
There,
Chief.
there, there's only an M64. There's no E3.
When we discussed the weapons, what did we say about the thing labeled in Arma as M64?
I can't remember that, Chief.
That's
Anyone?
that's the E3.
So it's the E4, the same. Okay.
Remember, 6 magazines.
Yep.
Where's the magazines for the M60?
Loaded. Right.
Where are they?
Right
Is it
below.
this box?
Right below. It's the M61 AP. 100 rounder.
Oh, M61 AP. Right.
Is it overloaded?
Make sure you grab 6.
Dismount.
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 Okay, everyone's got 6 mags.
Yeah, Chief.
Yes, Chief.
This is another live fire exercise. Blue targets are now shoot targets. There are 3 of you. You'll be operating as a 3-man swim buddy team, so you'll all be working together.
Roger.
There will be a start signal, which should be fairly obvious. At the start signal, you will move around the corner to your right. Visible in front of you will be a lane. You'll move up to the first piece of cover in that lane, and then start moving up the lane, utilizing suppressive fire and bounding techniques. Live fire does not mean live opposition. These are just targets. This is not a force on force event. This is a static target event. You may have fire coming in over your heads to simulate enemy fire. The instructor firing should not be engaged. You got to engage all the targets, all the blue targets, and maintain suppression in the direction of movement. This is a timed exercise. I will be timing you. So obviously it will behoove you to go as fast as possible. However, you'll also be graded on your ability to work as a team. So you need to do this together with your swim buddies. Any questions?
Yes.
Yes, Chief.
Thatcher.
The lane you're referring to our right is this alley underneath, or the gully underneath the bridge?
Yep.
Roger.
Diaz.
Yes, Chief. So when does the event end? When we reach the end of the lane?
You'll reach a natural end, yes.
Roger.
McMillan.
My question was what Thatcher asked, so
Okay.
Yep.
Well, wait here. There'll be an obvious start signal.
Right. So we gotta
Alright.
go 2-1. We gotta go 2-1, right?
We're all moving together in this. We're gonna be
But it's bounding.
bounding the same way that we just did. Right?
Yep.
But
we'll
is there
have-
3 lanes? It's just 1 lane.
Yeah, right. And what we'll do is we'll move 2 at a time with 1 suppressing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like we gotta do 2-1.
And we'll cover as many angles as we can. I'll take point.
But
You
it's
guys
only
go
on
behind.
it's only on the right side.
Yeah, it's only 1 lane.
Right.
I mean, just pick one and we go to the opposite Thatcher. I'll stick with Macmillan, I guess.
No. We all stick together on this one.
How so though?
Let's-
We gotta bounce. We gotta bound.
Right. As long as we're covering each other, that's fine.
Yeah.
But someone needs to stay covering while the other ones push.
As
So
long
we
as we're
can
not,
all
as long as we're not crossing. Oh, there's.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Ready? All right.
Let's
Slow
go.
movement. All right. Fast pace. Guns up. Move.
Roger.
There's a civilian in there. Watch out. Watch your fire.
No, there's a target. To the left, pushing to the left.
Roger.
Moving.
All right, moving.
Moving.
Push. Set.
Covering.
Go.
Moving.
Move. Rush.
Set.
Ready.
Roger. Let's move.
Go. Any eyes on the shooter? Set. No eyes on the shooter. Out of ammo, reloading.
Reload on the move. Let's go, McCullough.
Go. He's reloading too. Fuck. Go.
I'm still moving.
Go. Move. We're set. Go. Oh, out of ammo. Reloading.
Let's go, McCullough. Let's go.
Go,
Moving.
go.
Let's go, McCullough. Covering.
What? Weapon jammed. I'm clear.
Roger. Moving. Let's go, McCullough. And jam it on the way. Let's go.
Let's go.
Moving. Cover. Roger.
There's no air. There's no space to move.
Let's move. Yeah, there is. Cover. Reload.
Out of ammo, out of ammo, out of ammo.
Roger, Roger, out of ammo, out of ammo. Roger.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Push, 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 push.
Moving, cover.
Eyes on, eyes on, eyes on, eyes on.
Roger.
Go, push, 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 push. Push.
Moving.
Go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
Moving.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Covering, covering.
Out of ammo, out of ammo. Reloading. Go, go, move, move, move. Oh, he's reloading, he's reloading, he's reloading. He's reloading, wait,
No,
wait.
no, 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 stand by, no cover. No.
He's reloading. Go.
Roger,
No, move, 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 move.
Reloading.
Go.
You're covering, covering.
Ready, go, go, move. Move.
Moving, moving.
He's behind. Don't forget, he's behind us.
Roger, set. Reload, reload.
Out of ammo, out of ammo.
Yeah,
Reloading, reloading.
reload away.
Go, move, 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 move.
Moving. Set. Out of ammo, reloading.
Clear jam maybe. Weapon jam maybe. Oh, fuck.
Jamming.
Clearing jam.
Roger. No cover. No, don't move, car, no cover. We got jam.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I
We're
know,
clearing
I
jam.
can jam it. Hold on, we can
We got a fucking double jam, man.
Yeah, just ace interact. Keep and clear jam.
It doesn't work.
Maybe it doesn't have any more ammo.
No. Weapon jammed. We can manufacture it.
Stand by. Check it and mag.
Okay,
Roger,
ready.
cover.
Go, move.
Roger.
Move. Oh, he's hold.
Moving. Set.
Fancy shit. Move.
Macmillan, ready to move?
Reloading.
Roger.
Go.
Where are we pushing?
There's nothing. Stay here. I can't see anything. Hold.
We can't see where we're moving.
We can't see anything.
Roger. Stay in cover. Reloading.
Roger.
And done.
Fuck, man, that was intense. Whoa,
How'd that go?
but fun.
Not
sure what their policy is.
Small errors on our part. It worked. It flowed pretty smoothly for the most part.
No. You have to say reloading or cover me. But
Anyone?
sorry,
Have,
I'm being stupid. I
any
say out of
questions
ammo.
regarding anything we've covered tonight?
Yes, Chief. Senior Chief.
Go.
I mean, common sense, obviously, but we did not expect me and DS to get our weapon jammed that bad. I mean, we got time where three of us got we were combat ineffective. We were not able to shoot. In this situation, like, what do we do?
I mean, the first thing to do is make sure you're maintaining that fire rate. I know it's easy to get beyond that 3 to 5 every 3 to 5 seconds. But if you're going too far over that, then you're going to start having problems where you're running into heat problems.
Okay.
Anyone else?
No synergy.
No synergy.
Oh, yeah, man. I know. Thank you.
Um,
But that was actually
we
really
talked to,
fun.
Captain Vandal about Phase 4 scheduling. So look for that in the calendar.
But that was fun. That was fun and intense. I really loved it.
Pass fail prior to Phase 4.
Roger.
Roger.
Obviously, failure to attend Phase 4 in this class would be very disappointing, because you'd have to be recycled and do all of this again. Anyone got anything else?
No synergy.
No synergy.
No, Senior Chief.
Okay, then you're dismissed.
Thank you, Senior Chief.
Thank you, synergy.
Thank you all for coming out. Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Morning, whatever your
Thank you,
time zone may
synergy.
be.
You too.
Oh man, that's
Alright.
finally done.
Sound muted.
Oh fuck! How long? It's been since 12 now. Okay, 3.5 hours for the Phase 3. Damn, but I actually enjoyed it. That was one of the best training I've seen so far. Yeah, it was really awesome training, especially Phase 3 compared to Phase 1 and 2. That would hands down my favorite, especially that last part was like intense and fun. Yeah, so I'll be. Hold on, let me check the calendar. What's SEAL Team 3? Yeah, okay. My next time I'll be streaming Gamma 3 will be the operation on Friday night at 800 Eastern. Yeah, they trust me. They will get back to you, and I will also inform them. And I will tell them about you. Man, you will like it here. Trust me. It's like I've been so far with many units before, including like 506, 75th. This one is hands down the best. I'll be streaming on Friday at 800 Eastern, and then Phase 4 we will see when it's we will have it. So yeah, hold on. Oh yeah, I see your application. Sergeant First Class, retired. Yeah, there you go. I see it. But yeah, man, thanks for showing up. Thank you for the follow and thank you for your subscription. I really appreciate it. Was really nice of you, man, and I also loved seeing you here. Definitely looking forward to future content with you. And definitely I learned from you a lot, actually. So thank you, sir. My hat is off to you. Much respect. So until next time, I'm gonna go to bed. It's 3:30 in the morning. So yeah. All right. Have a good night. I'll see you later. Bye.